KTFM Floresville, San Antonio's Sports Center.
Well, that didn't go well. The Dallas Cowboys fell to the Arizona Cardinals last night, 27-17. Dak Prescott was 24 of 39, one touchdown and one interception, 250 total yards in the effort. Bad news for the San Antonio Spurs. As number 2 overall pick Dylan Harper has been diagnosed with a left calf strain, according to MRI results. Word from the Spurs is he will be out indefinitely. In college football, UTSA quarterback Owen McCown was named American Conference Offensive Player of the Week following his record-setting performance over Tulane on Thursday night. He went 31 of 33 for 370 yards and 4 touchdowns. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Good morning, everybody. How we doing? It's the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. I'm your old pal, AJ. Look over here to my left. Look over there. It's Mr. Rob Thompson. Good morning, Rob. Look at this guy. Look. Take a good look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, probably so. And some did. Well, some of us because some of us in the room are Cowboy fans. Some of us were foolish enough to bet on the Cowboys, and so we all had the same feelings last night, didn't we? Yeah. Hey, good morning, Victor Brown.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good old doo-doo Brown in there.
Yeah. Speaking of, I'll be right back.
Yes. Yes. Bringing it. He must have won a scratcher. Brought in Whataburger. That's yeah. You can.
See, I get so excited when Vic wins a scratcher
Because you get a breakfast. Yeah. That is always nice. Yeah, he's gone now. He's yeah. I think that breakfast on a bun got him a Twitter is what happened. Yeah, if you decided to skip out on the game last night, you missed a.
That was an ass whipping, man. I mean, they bodied us. They stood over us and flexed us like Arch Manning did over us. We are Sam Houston.
Yeah.
That's what happened last night.
You are basically a D2 player laying on the ground,
basically, yes.
Getting bullied.
Like. Getting just beat up, smacked around.
This was, if not the most embarrassing loss of the year,
it's right there. Yeah,
it's in the conversation. It's on the podium, right up there with the Bears loss, I would say.
It's worse.
You think so?
Oh, the Bears, you just slipped up and they beat you. This team beat you up.
Well,
They beat them up, took the ball away repeatedly, got linemen benched, exposed myriads of problems, broke our best cornerback's ankle on a touchdown. I mean, it was a thorough ass whipping.
I get this was also at home, which I guess probably has to. Yeah.
All of this combined, this was as bad a loss as I can remember this year. Every year's got its significant losses. This was terrible.
Yeah, the Panthers' loss doesn't look as bad as it did. The Broncos were that's still the biggest beatdown the Cowboys have taken this year. But yeah, this is a bad loss at home on the grand stage on Monday Night Football, standalone. Everybody's watching you, and this is another reminder that there is not a player in the league that can fix what's wrong with the Cowboys.
Yeah. Dumb coaching, dumb playing, dumb, just bad. Beat up. They out-physicaled you. They outsmarted you. You were dumb. Your scheme was inappropriate. You were shorthanded. You were flat-footed. I mean, nothing came out of that game. Nothing. Even Pickens, okay, and then 15 yards. I'm gonna slap. Take this. We're doing good. Here. Show. Here's the ball. Look.
I think Jake Ferguson just dropped another ball.
Oh, my God. From the photo op of Stephen A. and Jerry to Sam Williams blocking a punt with his face. I mean, even the good things look dumb.
Yeah, this was a lopsided game, and the offense not good. Of the 17 points, I mean, obviously 11 of them came off of special teams. I don't even know what the answer. I mean, I guess it's even more than that, isn't it? Like, how many points didn't come off of special teams? Was it?
I mean, we had a turnover.
There was a touchdown. Yeah.
Was that the 4-and-out touchdown? I mean, they kind of gave us a touchdown.
Yeah, they got the late touchdown. That's it.
An easy touchdown on the lopsided field. No, they at every opportunity. If there was a bad decision to be made, the Cowboys did it. Whether it be in scheme or play call or the idea to take a kick and go for it. I mean, nothing was right last night. It's like they knew they were headed into a bye and checked out about Thursday about implement. You know, when the day that the scheme was implemented, everybody was making flight.
And
I mean, just that was terrible.
And what was weird is right before the game, there's a story that comes out that Jerry's agreed to a trade. We're going to make a trade. We plan on having it locked up tomorrow. And I don't want to go into any more details, but we got something that's going to shake the world up. Man, what?
I think it's Quinn Williams. I think he's making a trade with the Jets, is my guess. If I had to be a guessing man.
Well, from I mean, that would be incredible.
It's cost it, but my guess is that's probably it. If there's, I don't think there's anything, but if there is.
What my understanding is the Cowboys, with the Jets inquired about Micah Parsons, and as soon as Quinn Williams' name got mentioned, the Jets hung up the phone.
Evidently that's changed. I don't think anything's going to happen, but I think that it'll cost a number one. But I think the Cowboys have that extra one, and they'd rather get a known quantity than risk drafting another slap like they continue to do.
I wouldn't be mad at that because right now, I think it was Minix in our group chat was talking about.
I saw that this morning. I was so mad. I was so mad I couldn't pick up anything. I don't know how y'all could talk to each other.
What's the kid's name? Number 27 is he's the new guy. Stewart. Reddy Stewart.
Yeah, Reddy Stewart. Yeah, he's terrible.
And Minix said 27's the worst guy on the defense. And I said, dude, how do you pick one?
Yeah, it's hard to quantify how bad that was. I mean, it was a perfect storm of horrific. How do you start the game with just massive chunk plays? Massive. The first 5 plays were drawn up by God himself, and then that was it.
That was it.
That's it.
This is a low point for the Cowboys, and going into bye, it's going to feel like the stink is gonna be around for a while.
This is gonna be a rough week around Cowboy land. And it deservedly so. And there's gonna be call for blood. There's somebody gonna have to pay for this.
I think a head is gonna have to roll.
Somebody. I don't know who it's gonna be. It might be the chief towel washer, but somebody need to get fired.
Oh, this Eberflus, read the room.
Fire him.
They should. Listen, man, and I'm not one to quickly call for guys to get fired, but we got to stop with this. All the guys we need are right here. Everything we need to have a great defense is in this room. Dude, the room's been the same for 10 weeks.
And who are you talking to, us or the room? Because the room knows that ain't true. Because there's 3 guys on that team that do deserve to be out there, and they know who doesn't.
Who on this defense? Let's just talk about the defense. Because, by the way, the offense was ass today or yesterday, too. Yeah, so there's no point
I think Dak's shoulder's hurt, but that's a whole other thing.
Something's going on.
Yeah.
I mean, the throw that he made to CeeDee Lamb on 4th down, that there was.
CeeDee is like, hurry!
It's like the ball was moving in slow motion. CeeDee's jump, he timed his jump. It was so off because the ball came out so slow.
And
It was just a hopeless play.
that wasn't the first slow ball, but that's a other decision. Let's talk about this defense.
Who on this defense is
you're
even
right.
like a replacement level player?
Well, that's what I don't understand, because I do know that at some point, and it wasn't that long ago, that Bland was not just average, was good. I mean, he wasn't. I mean, he had a temperament. He would get beat, but he would make up for it with big plays. That's gone. And we got him rolling around on the ground yesterday.
Let's before we go off of Bland, I think what happened with Deron Bland is he had a season where he created a bunch of turnovers, which I say this a lot, and some people don't like to hear this, but turnovers, a lot of it is luck.
It is luck, but there are some with a knack for it, and we thought he did, and he doesn't. And let's admit that. But he isn't. He was. What I'm getting at is he was normally in a position to make the interception, even though he might not have. Last night, like I said, he doesn't understand scheme, or his skill set has been schemed away. When I watch a second-year kind of bust wide receiver just destroy him, I mean, it wasn't like he was covered at all night long. What happened? Now, I know that he is not what we thought he was, but he ain't that. So I start thinking, well, scheme is an issue. And around this roster, it seems like scheme doesn't match talent. Like the plans, the things you want to do, they don't match. Well, guess what? You don't have that choice. These are the guys you got.
Meanwhile, Deron Bland is their best cornerback.
Which, that's your best corner. It's so bad right now. And there is the reasons. These guys are all backups and third stringers, but they were bad when the starters were here. And now the Cowboys have reached a point where it doesn't really matter the team's performance, at least your group, but the organization is expected to do something now. The fans are going to go, you got 2 weeks, or things are going to go south. I don't care. And Jerry, for one thing or another, does know the room. He understands how to keep us interested. So I do expect a move today, a bad one. If there is a trade, I don't think it's going to be Quentin Williams. I think it's going to be just, window dressing. And then a firing. Something's going to happen. It might not be Eberflus, but somebody going to get moved, shift, altered, or something, because that was inexcusable last night. You just can't go on through life like this.
Well, the Cowboys cannot trade away their first-round pick.
Well, don't they have two now?
Well, they can trade away the Packers' first-round pick. Don't trade away your own.
Yours is going to be top 5 by the end of this one.
Yeah, because this is I don't see this improving anytime soon. So they need to cherish that pick.
I'll tell you this. If you're going to move a number 1, go get something that you obviously cannot draft, and that's either an offensive or a defensive lineman, because you have a terrible eye for that. If you're thinking you can draft the replacement, you can't.
No.
Now, maybe you'll find a cornerback. You've been pretty good at that. And every now and again, you find a linebacker and a wide receiver.
Have they been good at that?
Well, I mean, they did get Diggs, and Bland came out of nowhere and, interceptions and all that. So they've gotten lucky.
How good is Trayvon Diggs?
I'm post-injury. I don't know. But he's not what we thought. But at some point, you did find a dude that could play. Now, but you're going to tell me you're going to go draft a defensive lineman? No, you're not. You don't know how to. You're going to tell me you're going to go draft an offensive lineman that's going to be effective? No, you're not. You don't know how to. You see talent. You think you see talent, but you don't. You don't have a good eye for it. So those two positions, offensive and defensive line, you better go trade for it. You better get a proven commodity, because you can't draft them.
I will say Dante Fowler appears to be not a human trash can.
But can he stay on the field?
Can he stay on the field?
He limped off the field again last night.
Donovan Ezeraku is a
serviceable,
decentish player, it seems.
Well, Digazua at times is in the backfield. At times, it's a bunch of average. There's no quality there. There's nobody on that defense that anybody's called to say, "Hey, now that you guys are collapsing, you want to get rid of that guy?"
No,
there's not a one. They're not. Even the Jets have people calling about their guys. Even the Giants have people calling about their guys. Ain't nobody calling Dallas to get some of the refuse away from them. There's nothing worth anything.
No, not on that defense. It is a wasteland. We got a lot to get into with this game. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. It's mostly road work to slow you down this early morning. Downtown, a couple of trouble spots. 35 upper level northbound I-10 to McCullough. That's 2 right lanes blocked. A little bit of a delay from Nogalitos. And then 37 northbound, that connector to southbound 35. Connector ramp is closed with road work. Northeast side of town, 35 southbound Judson to O'Connor. Alternating lanes are blocked. Has you a bit slow from Olympia Parkway. And then 35 southbound FM 1518 on down to Evans. That's a 15-minute commute now. Road work has alternating lanes closed. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by AutoZone. Get in the zone. Starting stronger starts at AutoZone, where they've got battery solutions in the form of free battery testing, free battery charging, and replacement. Batteries that fit your needs. That's what makes them America's #1 battery destination. Get in the zone. AutoZone.
The following is a dramatization.
Davis Law Firm, how can I help?
Hola, mi esposo se lastimó en un accidente ayer. ¿Me puede ayudar?
Claro que sí. Estamos aquí para servirle.
I'm Jeff Davis. At Davis Law Firm, we're here for you 24/7. Our team of Texas attorneys has been helping people injured in car, truck, or 18-wheeler wrecks for more than 25 years. And there's no fee unless we win. Y hablamos español. If you've been hurt, call us at 444-4444.
Davis Law Firm, San Antonio.
The NBA is here, guys. Fast breaks, buzzer beaters, block parties, it's all back. And it's all back with Underdog, the best place to get in on the action. Make your picks now. It's so simple at Underdog. You pick whether your favorite players will go higher or lower on their stats. Points, rebounds, steals, plenty more. The thing to do so far, Victor Wembanyama, my goodness, been maybe the MVP so far this season. I've been going higher on points plus rebounds. It's been money in the bank. Guys, you get those picks right, you could win up to 5,000 times your cash. Download the app today. Use promo code ALAMO to score $100 in bonus entries when you play your first $5. That's promo code ALAMO, A-L-A-M-O. Underdog. Make picks, win money. Must be 18 or older and present in Texas. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Hear that? It's holiday cheer arriving at Ulta Beauty with gifts for everyone on your list. Treat them to fan-favorite gift sets from Charlotte Tilbury and Peach and Lily. Go all out with timeless fragrances from YSL, Ariana Grande, and Carolina Herrera. And you can never go wrong with an Ulta Beauty gift card. Head to Ulta Beauty for gifts that make the holidays brighter and even more beautiful. Ulta Beauty. Gifting happens here.
Morning, Zoe. Got donuts.
Jeff Bridges, why are you still living above our garage?
Well, I dig the mattress, and I want to be in a T-Mobile commercial like you. Teach me, Saldana.
Oh, no, I'm not really prepared. I couldn't possibly. At T-Mobile, get the new iPhone 17 Pro on them. It's designed to be the most powerful iPhone yet and has the ultimate pro camera system.
Wow, impressive. Let me try. T-Mobile is the best place to get iPhone 17 Pro because they've got the best network.
Nice, Jeffrey.
You heard them. T-Mobile is the best place to get the new iPhone 17 Pro on us with eligible trade-in in any condition.
So, what are we having for lunch?
Dude, my work here is done.
24 monthly bill credits on experience beyond for well-qualified customers plus tax and $35 device connection charge. Credits ended, balance due if you pay off earlier or cancel. Finance agreement iPhone 17 Pro, 256 gigs, $1,099.99 and new line minimum $100 plus a month plan with auto pay plus taxes and fees required. Best mobile network in the U.S. based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence data 1H2025. Visit T-Mobile.com.
Okay, I have to tell you. I was just looking on eBay where I go for all kinds of things I love, and there it was.
That hologram trading card. One of the rarest. The last one I needed for my set. Shiny like the
designer handbag of my dreams. One of a kind. eBay had it, and now everyone's asking, ooh, where'd you get your
windshield wipers? eBay has all the parts that fit my car. No more annoying. Just beautiful.
Millions of finds, each with a story. eBay. Things, people,
love.
NCE General Contractors, based in San Antonio, is one of the fastest growing nationwide general contractors with a focus on commercial new construction, design build projects, building renovations, tenant finish outs, site upgrades, and building maintenance. NCE President Brian Ehrlich's a former Madison quarterback and proud to support high school football in San Antonio, building relationships first and buildings that last. Learn more about NCE General Contractors online at ncegc.co. That's ncegc.co.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star and AARP Texas are sending Cowboy fans to Jerry World to see America's team play all season long. How do you get in on the action? Head to sasportstar.com now and register to win. sasportstar.com. Live it up with the boys in the Big D from AARP Texas and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys. You're locked on the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
It's showtime!
I feel so bad that every time I hear any of his music now, and I don't know why this is the first thing that pops into my mind, but it is micro penis. I don't know why. I think that says more about me than him. But
it may.
But every time I hear it now, that's all I can think of.
I mean,
it
might be. He might have one, but
I'm not proud of it.
He's gotten a lot of use out of it.
I'm not mad at it. I'm not hating. I'm not hating. I just, for whatever reason, I associate that story with him.
I found out from him.
And I saw him. We were talking about halftime performances. The one he did in Minneapolis was great. It was awesome.
Why did you leave me all alone? Now you tell me you need me when you call me on the phone.
He's got Lyme disease, you know.
Girl, I refuse.
Really? Yeah. I know way too much about JT. That's what I call him. I walk out of my house and punch the poster.
Now it's your turn.
Live like JT today.
To cry. Cry me a river. There was a rumor once that he was on AIDS medication.
And I think that's why he came out and said, no, it's not AIDS medication. I'm on a medication that AIDS patients take, but it's for Lyme disease.
Okay. Well, that's good. We've been whipping that micro penis around too much.
Man, I have my own issues. I'll talk about that with with my therapist later.
Yeah. The Cowboys now sitting at 3-5-1.
They won 3 games.
They did win 3
Tell
games.
Me, huh?
They almost won another one.
I don't remember that.
They almost won another one.
I don't remember those.
Yeah, the Cowboys. There is a very short list of teams the Cowboys have more wins than. It's Dolphins, Jets, Browns, Titans, Raiders, Giants, and Saints.
That's the company we deserve to be in.
That's where you are.
That's the neighborhood we belong in right there.
That it is, and it is not. There's nothing coming to fix this thing. And you mentioned Quinnen Williams, which boy, that would be as exciting of a get as the Cowboys could get. And
it'll cost them that number one.
And my thoughts about what the Cowboys can accomplish this year don't change one iota.
Right. It would cost us the one this year and affect later. But, hey, again, like we said before, if you're going to do that, I'm down because I don't trust you to make the pick. I don't trust you to draft the right guy if you were to go draft. So, but that's not going to happen today, man. Who announces a trade and didn't announce what it was? I mean,
what a weird move.
That's so. Yeah. Well, I hate to say it. It's so modern Trump-esque. It's like, what? You're wishing. You're thinking. You're dreaming.
It's going to be beautiful. An amazing trade.
And I know you have the intent.
Believe
I think
me.
You're trying to. I'm not saying you're not, but to announce it and then not announce it.
And who's going to pay for it? The Eagles.
The Eagles are going to pay for it. That's kind of how I sit today. I go through these waves of disgust with the Cowboys. It happens about every 2-3 years, and this is one of those disgust waves where, dude, at what point? At long last, brother, at long last, So the combination of the announce of this fake trade and then just to offer this pile of putrid crap last night, headed into a bye week, which gives every fan like me 2 weeks to just dive into this misery. I mean, it couldn't be worse being a Cowboy fan. Literally. I mean, you just name the group I'm in, and just about every one of the groups that I'm in, at least they're on their way up. Yeah. I'm on my way down. They have already hit bottom and bounced back up. I mean, even the Saints could look over at the Cowboys and go, jeez. At least we got this.
Yeah. I again, what you could get Josh Allen. You could get Lamar Jackson. It doesn't fix what's going on with this team.
For his life.
There are some teams where you're not a player away, and the Cowboys, I think we just need to face it. They're not a player away, and quite frankly, not even close to a player away.
You know, you think most teams go, if we get the left tackle, the right tackle, and then we get this and we get that, and we build our team from the inside out, we'll be champions. Guess what? The Cowboys followed that rule. They drafted number ones and offensive linemen.
They built from the inside out.
And they followed the directive, but they drafted the wrong dudes every time.
And the Cowboys, more than any team, get fooled by one good season.
Yep.
And I think Bland is a great example of that. Trayvon's kind of an example of that. Terrence Steele is certainly an example of that.
I think his days are
done. The Cowboys keep paying guys who have done it once, and then once they get paid, they just disappear.
Well, keep in mind, Steele was an undrafted free agent, and he managed to be a starter. Now, if they'd actually scouted him, they'd have drafted him a whole lot higher. It could have been a whole lot worse.
Wow.
They have zero eye, and then you're right. They pay guys for a good year. Jerry likes to do that. He doesn't pay on the come. He pays for the past, and this isn't the corporate world. This is the sports world.
Well, I don't know what more could be going wrong with this organization right now than is you are quickly, and again, there's the Titans level teams and the Saints level teams. There's no real excuse to even be mentioned in the conversation with those teams, but you're not far ahead of it. You were really not far ahead of it.
No,
and really, quite
they're
frankly,
in worse shape.
The only thing keeping you ahead of it is Dak Prescott being a solid quarterback.
But I agree with that, at least presently. But at least the Saints, and we can name the other 3 or 4 teams, aren't on the hook.
Yeah.
For the contracts that the Cowboys are on the hook for.
And that's the other thing. George Pickens, we were talking about, will they re-sign him? If I'm him, I don't even want to be here. Well, I'm finding a new
after
place.
Last night.
This is too much.
Did he start? Did he play the next play? After that 15-yard penalty, I'd like to know if Shoddy had him.
He had another catch on that drive.
He did, but I'm just talking about the next play. Did he come out and did he sit one play out after that?
Probably not. I mean,
I get trying to win a football game, but dude,
he's one of those guys you're going to
you got to nip that crap in the bud.
You're going to allow a little nonsense from, but
I'm already getting my ass kicked. You're not helping. You didn't even sit out a play. You want to talk about disorganized and all unfocused and all of the things that go into losing? That's the example. I'm not mad at him. I'm not saying bench him forever, but get in his grill for 15 seconds and tell him don't ever do this crap again. And guess what? That was a $30,000 fine. I mean, that's a fine coming.
All right, we'll be back. Continue this conversation. Morning Huddle 94.1.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. It's mostly road work to slow you down this early morning downtown. A couple of trouble spots. 35 upper level northbound I-10 to McCullough. That's 2 right lanes blocked. A little bit of a delay from Nogalitos. And then 37 northbound, that connector to southbound 35. Connector ramp is closed with road work. Northeast side of town, 35 southbound, Judson to O'Connor. Alternating lanes are blocked. Has you a bit slow from Olympia Parkway. And then 35 southbound, FM 1518 on down to Evans. That's a 15-minute commute now. Road work has alternating lanes closed. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Macy's Backstage. Macy's Backstage is a whole department inside your Macy's store where you'll find everything you need for the holidays, all for under $35. With new arrivals every day, you never know what amazing deals you'll find. Don't wait. Find a location at Macy'sBackstage.com.
George gets justice. After an accident, a lot of people think they can't afford a lawyer. They're already stressed, hurting, or maybe out of work, and the last thing they need is a big retainer fee to get help. But here's the truth. At George Salinas Injury Lawyers, you only pay if they win. Real help is within reach. Right now, call 210-225-0909 or visit GetGeorge.com. George gets justice. GetGeorge.com. Principal Office, San Antonio.
Guys, you can feel your energy slipping away, losing what makes you you. Could be low testosterone. Take action. Synergenics and Low T Center can help reclaim your energy with a quick and simple free T-test. Visit a local Synergenics or Low T Center and receive pharmaceutical-grade testosterone, never compounded like other clinics. Experienced providers increase your testosterone to the level that is right for you. Discovered by most major insurance, affordable self-pay options are available. The best you is waiting. Book your free T-test at trtmvp.com.
For a limited time, get a free K5 reverse osmosis drinking water system when you purchase a Connecticut water softener. Clean, great-tasting water at your kitchen sink. Hurry before they're gone.
Call 656-PURE, Connecticut.
Buyers Barricades is proud to provide traffic control, rental, and sales for work zones and events in the San Antonio area and beyond. Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. Learn more online at buyersbarricades.com. That's buyersbarricades.com.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI agent can be set up in minutes to answer calls and questions 24/7, so you never miss a customer lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/radio to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/radio. That's hims.com/radio. HIMS.com/RADIO.
If you get arrested, get out of jail fast by calling AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. Text bail to 474747 or online mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else. Don't be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you one, make sure you understand the conditions before accepting it. AA Best Bail Bonds. Nobody beats their price. They have payment plans. Call 210-225-2121 or mybestbailbonds.com.
License number 149.
Did you hear? Allstate car insurance now costs even less. So when you bundle with home, you can save even more. Check Allstate first to bundle and save with a new lower auto rate. You're in good hands with Allstate. Not available in every state. Only applicable for new auto insurance business. Rates will vary by several factors, including how you purchase the policy. Potential savings may vary. Allstate North American Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Awesome Tickets is your personal ticket broker. Big games, big concerts, big events. Need tickets? Stay local and call Awesome Tickets. Stop paying all those crazy fees on ticket apps. Awesome Tickets has your tickets for all the sports, concerts, any city, any event. Avoid the ticket app fees. Since 1994, Awesome Tickets is local and veteran-owned. You deserve Awesome Tickets? Call 210-226-5136 or online at awesometix.com. That's awesometix.com.
The NBA season's rollin', and DraftKings' newest game, Pick 6, is the easiest way to play for your shot at big wins. NBA stars are lighting it up. Now their numbers aren't just highlights, they're your shot to cash in. Here's how it works. Just pick more or less on 2 or more player stats. The better your picks, the bigger your payout. New DraftKings customers get $50 in Pick 6 credits with just a $5 entry on your first pick set. Don't just watch basketball. Pick, play, cash in. Download the DraftKings Pick 6 app now and use code KTFM. That's code KTFM. Play just $5 and get $50 in Pick 6 credits. Make the call. Ride the upside in partnership with DraftKings Pick 6. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Must be 18 and over. Age and eligibility restrictions vary by jurisdiction. Void where prohibited. 1 per new customer. Bonus awarded as non-withdrawable Pick 6 credits that expire in 14 days. Ends December 2nd at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time. Terms at pick6.draftkings.com/promos.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up on The Blitz, we react to that Monday night football game, Cowboys and Cardinals.
Plus, it's trade deadline day. Jerry said the Cowboys were going to be active. We'll have all the reaction to the Cowboys' moves.
You believe Jerry?
He said it.
I know.
I mean, it's not sources.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. The NFL lives right here. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Out here in the fields. Fought for my meals. This song is about my life. I've actually never fought for a meal, per se. Didn't spend a lot of time in the field either, but
I don't think Cowboy fans just overwhelmed by this dude.
yeah, the Dallas Cowboys have made their, well, at least the trade is being reported by Adam Schefter. I guess it's not official yet. That the mystery man, the international man of mystery, is indeed Bengals middle linebacker Logan Wilson, who, yeah,
evidently was recently benched for a guy named Barrett Carter.
He has lost snaps of late. Logan Wilson is the 58th graded linebacker by Pro Football Focus. You had somebody who was saying that like he'll immediately be the Cowboys' best coverage guy.
I was reading this.
They're wrong.
The coverage, and this was I want to give credit where it was due.
Yeah, credit to the guy who was wrong.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying, according to his numbers, he was completely off, but had an 87.3 coverage rate, which would be the best that the Cowboys currently have.
Well, he cited Pro Football Focus,
and that's evidently the stat he pulled is not correct.
The site that I'm looking at right now, Pro Football Focus, says Logan Wilson's coverage grade is 48.8, which is horrendous. 87.2 is his pass rush grade. He does have the third highest pass rush grade of any linebacker. Not that, I mean, most linebackers don't rush the passer very often.
Eberflus's defense, we don't blitz.
That ain't going to happen.
That ain't going to affect anything.
So, and that's it's only on 10 pass rush snaps. So, like, yeah, on the 10 times he rushed a passer, he was pretty good.
All right, so pay no attention to this. This is much ado about nothing.
29-year-old guy. He'll have 2 years left on his contract after this. This doesn't move the needle. He is in the midst of his worst statistical or his worst graded season since his rookie year. So last year, pretty solid. He was the 21st out of 84 linebackers graded. This year he is 58th out of 82.
Well, I'm sure he traded a fourth.
Thus losing snaps.
That's about what our fourth-round picks are for. He and Mingo can room together.
Is that what it said, fourth-round pick?
No, I'm just saying. Normally the fourth rounder is where we send to get bad players in return.
Yeah, I don't know what the thought is here. That
well, this is also good money after bad. Didn't they sign Jack Sanborn to be the middle linebacker? Didn't they already do this?
This is a warm body. This is throwing stuff against the wall. I don't know, man. Again, it goes back to what's going to fix this. It ain't Logan Wilson. I can tell you that.
It is not. That's
it
not
ain't Logan
fix.
Wilson.
They're not coming over the hill.
And like it's real easy to say in hindsight, like, boy, this team would sure be a lot better with Micah Parsons, but Micah Parsons wouldn't make this all that much better.
The difference would be, at the very least, throughout the game, you wouldn't have a quarterback with so much time to just victimize your bad cornerbacks. I mean, I'm not saying he'd have fixed much, but at least the quarterbacks would have had a little bit of a concern. And now that Jadeveon hasn't been bad. At least he's putting some pressure out there, but Micah would have made a difference. He really would make a difference. Now, I don't know how different the record would be, but I would say that if Micah was here, there's 2 wins on this roster that we're not going to get. And they might have already happened. They might still yet to happen, but he was that kind of difference maker. But we have to reference everything that the Cowboys do had to change the moment they traded. The moment he is gone, the whole plan, everything that was going to happen is not now. So I don't know which way you turn. But it's going to take years to fix it. Years. Unless another guy like him falls in your lap, and I don't think that's going to happen.
And this is, by the way, this Logan Wilson is the fourth player on the Bengals defense this year that had requested a trade. So they were looking to get the hell out of things. The Cowboys had discussed a deal for Trey Hendrickson, and it appears that the price was a little too high. That was not going to happen. The Jets apparently fielded several inquiries on Quinnen Williams.
Mm-hmm.
They were seeking at least 2 first-round picks.
Oh, no. Good.
And it seems nobody was interested in that. I tend to agree. Yeah, I'm not giving up 2 first-round picks for Quinnen Williams, even though, I mean, dude's a beast. We're talking about an all-pro. But
especially given the Cowboys knowing they can't draft that kind of stuff. So, no, even at that, it's too much.
Yeah, 27 years old. He is an all-pro, but that's not gonna happen. Like I said, I still the idea that the Jets hung up the phone on the Micah Parsons deal when they brought up Quinnen Williams' name, that lets you know how the Jets feel about Quinnen Williams. This is a nothing burger. Logan Wilson is a guy. He is a warm body on a roster. They are, that meme where it's the old man who got the shirt for Christmas and it's the exact same shirt he's wearing. That's the Cowboys before and after the trade. It's just them wearing the same shirt.
I think he was trying to do the math, and they would come off a win. They'd come off a win, and I got a little bit of help too.
Yeah,
and it just didn't play right. It didn't play right.
No. All right, we'll wrap up hour number 1 on the other side. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1.
I hope you woke up this morning fully self-actualized, button up, as my brother would say, ready to attack the day, feeling good about yourself and the way you look in the mirror. If that's you, carry on. You're doing things right. But if you woke up like a lot of us, tired, didn't sleep well, chasing that caffeine and sugar, looking at one more belt loop or one more belt notch just because it's a little tight in the pants this morning, maybe need a bigger shirt just because, a bigger meal last night because I ate late because I had too much caffeine to keep myself awake late in the day. And before you know it, you're 15 pounds overweight, turns 20, 25. Then you start looking like I did about 10 years ago before I walked into Dr. Jacob Torres' office there at the Institute for Functional Health. He changed my life. He taught me that I can live a functioning life, a happy life, a foodie life, and still eat health enough to lose weight. 8 years later, I'm still with the program, still see Dr. Torres on the regular, and I'm down about 80 pounds. No GLP-1s, no semaglutides, none of that. I just learned to change my life. And if that's you, if you don't want to take the shots or eat the pills, you want to learn how to do it and keep it off, I highly recommend Dr. Torres. He literally changed my life. And I'll be honest with you, it wasn't the easiest thing I've ever done, but it's been the best. If you want to do it for yourself, call him today. It's 210-468-1891. The Institute for Functional Health, IFFhealth.com is their website. Go there. Great questions he'll ask you. But call him today. Let him change your life. Live a better, longer one. And when you do, come on by and thank me later.
San Antonio Sports Stars 50K Pro Football Pick'em giveaway is back. Head to SASportsStar.com and pick the winners of each pro football game every week to earn points for each correct pick. Highest points each week wins a $25 gift card to Mellow Mushroom. Highest points overall scores $1,000 worth of tickets from A Awesome Tickets. Pick the winning ticket of every regular season game. Win the grand prize, $50,000. This is an audience national contest across multiple markets. The 50K Pro Football Giveaway. Register and win at SASportsStar.com.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, it's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch? Every day, from lunch to late night. Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
And attention, Dallas Cowboy fans. Twin Peaks is giving away epic Cowboys jerseys all season long just for catching a game at one of the 4 San Antonio area locations. Get to Twin Peaks for every Cowboys game for your chance to win. Ask your Twin Peaks girl for more details.
Progressive knows there are some surprisingly expensive things in life, like frames, because you found a classic 70s concert poster. But when you went to get it framed, you realized the frame will cost about 4 times the amount of the poster, which is actually absurd because no one will be looking at the frame, and if they are, then you severely overestimated how cool this poster is. But then you remember by switching your home and auto to Progressive, you could save hundreds and put it towards a classic 70s concert poster in an absurdly overpriced frame. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states.
Okay, I have to tell you. I was just looking on eBay where I go for all kinds of things I love, and there it was.
That hologram trading card. One of the rarest. The last one I needed for my set. Shiny like the... designer handbag of my dreams. One of a kind. eBay had it, and now everyone's asking, ooh, where'd you get your...
Windshield wipers. eBay has all the parts that fit my car. No more annoying. Just beautiful.
Millions of finds, each with a story. eBay. Things people love.
It's a little quiet on the border these days. Illegal border crossings at an all-time low because Donald Trump and Senator John Cornyn have been fighting side by side to seal the border. Cornyn has led the charge in the Senate, funding more agents, more technology, and more miles of secure border wall, beating back Biden's border failures, taking the fight directly to the cartels. Cornyn stands with President Trump, voting with him 99% of the time, supporting Trump's nominees, confirming conservative judges who defend our Constitution, and together, Trump and Cornyn put America first. They've worked to keep our families safe and our border defended. Yep, it's quieter on the border now because real leadership gets results. Call and thank Senator John Cornyn, 713-572-3337, and tell him to keep delivering Trump's agenda. Paid for by Lone Star Freedom Project, LoneStarFreedomProject.com.
Need a reason to call Thomas J. Henry Law after a car accident? How about $1 billion? Because Thomas J. Henry Law fights even when the insurance company says your claim is worth nothing. Thomas J. Henry doesn't back down. That's how we put over $1 billion in our clients' pockets in just the last 4 years, and why we're one of the largest personal injury law firms in Texas. Car accident? Visit ThomasJHenryLaw.com. Thomas J. Henry, the name you know, the firm you trust. Principal Office, San Antonio.
Sponsored by Progressive. We make the claims process easy, so you can get back on the road in no time. It's why over 43 million drivers trust Progressive. See for yourself at Progressive.com.
It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
All right, Morning Huddle 94.1. Again, the reported trade for the Dallas Cowboys is angry Bengals linebacker Logan Wilson, who did not like that he is now imagine that. You traded for a backup defender from the Bengals, the only defense that's in the conversation with yours.
What's the old saying, out of the frying pan into the fire?
Yeah. You know where things will be a lot better?
Hey, man.
Like, come on.
Good Lord.
At least Dallas as a town's better. At least you'll eat a little bit better. You don't need a heavy coat.
Yeah, there's no state tax.
Yeah, there's no state tax. You'll have a little bit more money in your pocket.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's the little
positive.
things.
Think positive.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thus is life for you Cowboy fans now. Get excited.
Well, we talked about it yesterday.
You traded for a Bengals backup linebacker.
Well, I mean, a loss last night told you it's over. There is not. I mean, you can pretend and you can find
cancel
a way.
all parade plans.
You can find a way to the playoffs if you want to be if you want to do that. There's some mathematical opportunities to get there. But first of all, why?
Yeah,
that's the first question you have to answer. And secondly, no, there's not. This team isn't good enough. And if you pretend that they are, you're wrong.
This is just going to be one of those teams where you're going to win a couple games, you're going to lose a couple games. There's nothing coming from this season, and as much as we like having Coach Shoddy on the show, I mean, he has been the guy who has said everything we need is in this building, and it's just at some point you have to get away from that philosophy because it's clear that that's not the case.
I used to have a coach that. He always said, "Don't be the my bad guy. You don't have to tell me you screwed up."
Used to drive me crazy.
Don't. And Shoddy's a my bad guy. This is on me. I blew this. This is on me. We just did. No. Yeah, we know that. Don't be the my bad guy. Stop being my bad. Don't admit thinking you're going to get away from the issue that you keep screwing up. Just the fact that you screwed up is half the battle, but it's not all the battle. And at some point, Shoddy, stop being the my bad guy. Fix it.
Yeah, when my son would pitch, and when I was coaching him, he would if he'd walk somebody, he'd look at me and pat his chest.
Like, I know it's your fault.
I was like, I didn't walk him.
Yeah, what do you mean? Yeah, my bad. We know. You don't have to admit it.
You don't got to tell me. Yeah.
Yeah, it was you.
Yeah, I'm glad you know you screwed up. That's half the battle, but it ain't the battle.
How about don't do that?
So, yeah, I'm tired of this my bad stuff, Shoddy. Yeah, I gotta. I gotta. Yeah, you gotta do it.
You gotta. And I'm not. Listen, it's not like Shoddy's been bad enough that you would consider.
No, I'm not there. But I'm ready for him to kind of stop being the friend and being the coach. We talked about it from the moment we walked into training camp. It was a different atmosphere. It was rah-rah. We're all buddies. Let's have some fun, Well, this is what you get.
Maybe it needs to be less fun and more work.
I don't think it would be the same if this loss had happened and I'd like to have heard some of those old Salt coaches. I wonder what Parcells would have said after something like this. There's different ways to skin a cat, I'll agree. But at some point, discipline becomes a problem, and I feel like that's a problem.
And the weird, it's so different when you can point at the defense. What we saw last night on the offense was just shameful. That's not a good Arizona defense, and you couldn't do anything against that team. And when they drove the field on the very first drive and got to a 4th and goal from the 3-yard line and went for it and didn't get it, I said, "Oh boy."
Same thing as last week. Didn't this exact same field? At least last week the guy came away with a field goal. It got worse.
Yeah, this is a mess, man, and it's. You mentioned this in the early segment, they're doing a lot of the things the way you're supposed to do it. They're drafting on the lines. They're drafting for the trenches. They're trying to build from the inside out. It's just the players you're getting just aren't the players you need. And the worst thing you can hear, I think, as a fan, is we've got all the players we need when you know. I mean, everybody knows that this is not the team. These are not the players. How's it go, Vic? These are not the players you're looking for.
These are not the players I'm looking for.
These are not the ones.
They're not.
Well,
and so when they keep telling us all the guys are here, that compounds thing and makes everything worse because now it's now we have to question because fans aren't dumb. I'm not even a fan. I watch every one of these Cowboy fans, and I know the biggest problem. And I'm not saying Eberflus is should be Teflon, but I don't know what defensive coordinator would win with these players. So when you keep telling me the players aren't the problem,
then it's you.
It's insulting because the
it's also,
players.
You're indicting yourself.
You
if
are.
It's not them, then it's you.
Well,
don't be the my bad guy.
But even more than I get there is at some point there's coach protecting his players, but also at some point I'm not dumb enough to be fooled. You can't pretend. You can't trick me into thinking that these players. You can't trick anybody into thinking Kyer Elam's good enough to be a starting corner in the NFL. You just can't. You're not going to trick anyone with that. So stop saying that. Just say, listen, everybody's fighting for their job going forward.
Everybody sucks.
That's how it should be. Everybody on this team is fighting for their jobs going forward. And whether it's this year, next year, we're taking everything into account. Every bit of film for the next, 8 weeks is going to matter to these guys. See how that changes things.
Ridiculous. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, KTFM Floresville.
To the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Vegas. What a wild finish.
Your home for the NFL.
This report is sponsored by Staples. Have an easy holiday only at Staples. Save on custom cards and custom wrapping paper. Great gifts, plus shipping supplies and services to get your packages there safely. Don't miss out on the latest laptops up to 45% off. Staples, that was easy.
The following is a dramatization.
Davis Law Firm, how can I help?
Hola, mi esposo se lastimó en un accidente ayer. ¿Me puede ayudar?
Claro que sí. Estamos aquí para servirle.
I'm Jeff Davis. At Davis Law Firm, we're here for you 24/7. Our team of Texas attorneys has been helping people injured in car, truck, or 18-wheeler wrecks for more than 25 years. And there's no fee unless we win. Y hablamos español. If you've been hurt, call us at 444-4444.
Davis Law Firm, San Antonio.
My ride smells just right, just right, just right, just right. Y'all gotta try that Febreze car. Just right, just right, just right. La 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 la. With up to 40 days of consistency, all over Febreze car clips right on your vent. You know my car's my happy place. Keep that smile on my face when it smells just right, just right, just right. Yeah, breathe happy Febreze. La 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 la.
We are right in the thick of the NFL football season, and Underdog, the best place to get in on the action, baby. Playing on Underdog is so easy. You pick whether your favorite players are going to go higher or lower on their stats, rushing yards, passing yards, receptions, whatever. You get those picks right, you could win up to 5,000 times your cash. And quite frankly, the Cowboys have been a cash cow. You go higher on Dak's numbers, you go higher on CD's numbers, and you have been getting paid. You go lower on their defensive numbers, you're getting paid as well. Download the app today. Sign up with promo code ALAMO, ALAMO. You'll score $100 in bonus entries when you play your first $5. That's promo code ALAMO. Underdog. Make picks, win money. Must be 18 or older and present in Texas. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org.
Nigel, why is there a giant turkey standing on my desk?
That's Harold.
Well, then whisper these words, Nigel. Deep fried. From all of us at Quarter Moon Plumbing, Heat, and AC, we hope your Thanksgiving is filled with food, family, and fellowship. We couldn't ask for a better community to be a part of. So thank you, and happy Thanksgiving from all of us here at Quarter Moon Plumbing, Heat, and AC. Quarter Moon Plumbing, Heat, and AC, 651-5899.
License number TACLA 141074EM16004.
It's back. Just in time for the holidays, the UTSA Roadrunners Holiday Auction. Bid on over 100 incredible items, including gift cards, electronics, trips, and much, much more. Imagine doing all your Christmas shopping without the hassle of holiday crowds. Best of all auction proceeds directly benefit the Roadrunners football program. It's a true win-win opportunity. Go to 210cityfans.org and start bidding today. That's 210cityfans.org, and Merry Christmas.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Charlie's battery is struggling to start. Not ideal before the tailgate, so he goes to AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone,
where a friendly AutoZoner tests his battery for free. Looks like he needs a new one, so he gets a Duralast battery.
have fun and stay warm.
And he makes it to the tailgate early enough to get his favorite spot. Free battery testing and charging. No hassles, just help.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
This sandwich, it's a complete game changer. Hello, this is Mike, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Pretzel Cheddar Club is that juicy chicken with that toasty pretzel bun. That bun, it's crispy, cozy, just amazing. With the pretzel bun, the Dijon mustard, and the chicken, it makes that sweet, savory kind of combination. It's everything that you love about food rolled into one. It looks phenomenal. It tastes great. It's delicious.
Order the Pretzel Cheddar Club with Cherry Berry and Sprite for a limited time on the Chick-fil-A app. Real guests paid for their testimonial.
George gets justice. The holidays should bring warmth and family together, not an unexpected trip to the hospital after being hit by a careless driver. If this happens this holiday season, you need to get George. George Salinas Injury Lawyers handle everything, so you can focus on what really matters, being with the people you love. And remember, you only pay if they win. Call 210-225-0909 or visit getgeorge.com. George gets justice. GetGeorge.com. Principal Office, San Antonio.
Hey, I'm Mike Slater. My dad passed away at the age of 63. It's out of nowhere. Had a stroke. Super hard, obviously, for the whole family, but my dad had life insurance. This is why I have life insurance for my family, for my wife and 4 kids. And the best place to get life insurance is ethos.com because you can do it in 10 minutes. And there's no medical exam and no blood test, just a few health questions. Get life insurance in 10 minutes so your family is protected. Ethos, E-T-H-O-S, ethos.com/play.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. As you head into your early morning commute, 410 southbound Old Pearsall Road. Disabled vehicle now off to the shoulder. Got another stall, I-10 eastbound 37, right shoulder blocked. Now this road work on 35 northeast side of town through Selma. 35 southbound FM 1518 on down to Evans. We've got some road work with alternating lanes closed. That's what's causing your heavy delays back to FM 1103. It's going to set you back about 75 minutes. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio Sports Center.
Well, that didn't go well. The Dallas Cowboys fell to the Arizona Cardinals last night, 27-17. Dak Prescott was 24 of 39, 1 touchdown and 1 interception, 250 total yards in the effort. Bad news for the San Antonio Spurs as number 2 overall pick Dylan Harper has been diagnosed with a left calf strain, according to MRI results. Word from the Spurs is he will be out indefinitely. In college football, UTSA quarterback Owen McCown was named American Conference Offensive Player of the Week following his record-setting performance over Tulane on Thursday night. He went 31 of 33 for 370 yards and 4 touchdowns. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Sports Center is brought to you by Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. BuyersBarricades.com.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
There we go, 7:02 on the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Oh, what a morning. What a morning. We've had all the fun talks about the old Dallas Cowboys. Oh man, couldn't the Spurs have lost a game last night to lighten the mood?
Oh, we gotta get busy. It's election day, baby.
It is election day. If you haven't done it yet, get on out there and do it.
This is one of those days in San Antonio's history.
Yeah.
We will, I kid you not. This will be a day we remember. We're going to talk about today, either way.
My son is going to exercise his voting right for the first time.
Good for him. This
today.
is a good day to do it.
Nice.
He's popping his cherry, Vic. Popping his cherry.
I'm looking at the early vote totals from the different precincts, and pretty high turnout. Looks like about 10,000 votes a day.
That's good news.
And the more, the better. I think.
I mean, is that? But I'm asking, is that a good number?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's more than your typical out of. This isn't so much a midterm, but out of a regular flow of election.
Yeah.
And there was nobody running. This is all about
no people.
amendments.
This is all
and taxes. So there was not this fervor to go get a person elected. So yeah, this is a pretty big number. I'm looking at the ballots on the Bexar County website from like the previous total votes at a lot of these places. It's way up even over the last election. Cody Branch Library had 6,227 voters. That's almost 1,000 more than they had in the previous total vote.
Great news.
So it looks to me that this is good news for those that are running. I'm no political expert, but I do know that the prevailing belief is the more the better for those that are for Props A and B.
Now, I am a political expert, and I will tell you this. It's great news. Great news. Everybody.
Well, either way, get out and vote. This is going to be an absolutely phenomenal day in our city if we do this right, and we'll look back on saying all those that had the nays, who were nay Alamo Dome, that were nay this and nay that, will just crawl back in their holes and say no the next time.
I did see commercials all weekend about it.
Well, if you're paying any attention to any Spurs
if you watch
game,
a Spurs
every
game,
break.
Not only every break, it's like during the action.
Yeah, Sean has to go. And remember to go vote on November the 4th, and the personal foul on number 4, and then goes right back into play.
It's very wild. It's like, oh, what a pass by Dylan Harper there. Now, if you haven't, you need to get out there and vote. Prop A and B. It's not going to cost San Antonio taxpayers anything.
Yeah, there
Nothing.
You go, yeah.
Not a dime.
Which is true.
Don't let them fool you. Don't let them fool you. Yeah, it is. I get what they got to do, and I get that they are a public-facing mouthpiece of the team. But my goodness, you're killing me with this.
I'll tell you what, though, if I knew I was about to have somebody give me upwards of, I don't know, $1 billion to help my business move along, I'd be out in front, too.
No, I guess you're
right.
waving
a flag doing it. I mean, I'm not delusional, and I'm not naive. I know what I'm voting for, but I don't care.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited. I mean, I think anytime your kid gets to vote for the first time is probably exciting. But he sat down with me yesterday and was asking, like, okay, what's this mean? What's it matter? Which is, I mean, I think you want your kids to ask those kinds of questions. And I said, basically, son, it would not be great for your dad's business to work in a sports radio town where there's no professional sports franchise.
So
let's
vote accordingly.
Yeah. You like eating food, you say.
Yeah.
Okay.
You like living not in flea bottom.
Yeah, that's right. I said
you want to live with me over here.
In fact, Vic, I'm going to I'm gonna drive him by your house later today just to show him what life is like.
Yeah. See.
This is son.
He wouldn't like it.
Son, do you want this life?
I'll have a dog on a roof and everything.
Oh yeah. He's like, why, Dad? Why are there chickens in the mailboxes? And I'm just like, son, no one knows the answer to that question.
Yeah, there's HEB grocery carts all along the street.
They're using them as they're using them as planter boxes, Dad. The grocery carts. Why?
So vote accordingly.
Yes. Yes. Don't be like this. Don't be like flea bottom Vic.
No. And remember, an ad valorem tax is a sales tax.
Oh yeah.
So he's I think he's once I show him how the other half lives, he'll understand.
Tell him to cherish the sticker.
He'll start doing his chores. Yeah.
Oh, why do their grandparents and their great grandparents all live in the same house? Why do
I do have 5 people in the house right now. My daughter, 2 grandkids, and we're only.
That's San Antonio, man.
Yeah, I'm only missing my wife's mom. That's it.
Why does
generational families?
Why does Mr. Vic have a bed in his living room? That's just the way they do it.
I have one in the garage.
That's the way things are now. Yeah, so get out there and make sure you get your votes in. It is an important.
Unless
thing.
you're going to vote no.
Yeah, and then just stay home. And we don't need your help.
Or just don't vote for that either way and go vote for the other stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, but whatever. I mean, if you're voting no, you're probably too dumb to vote. Period. We don't want your help.
But either way, go vote.
Yeah. Because I am constantly reminded that, like, think about the person in your life, maybe somebody you work with who is like the dumbest person you know, and understand that at the end of the day, their vote counts exactly the same as yours.
Yep.
And nothing will frustrate you quite like that. It drives me so crazy. I'm like, man, that guy is so dumb.
He's a voter.
And his vote is exactly worth the same amount as mine. It's
the same people that are deciding your fate in a jury. And you want to lose trust in the voting public. Go sit in a jury pool for 3 hours.
It does not seem right, but this is the world of democracy.
Where the idiot is just as important as the genius.
That's right. And there is there's no saying that, oh, you're too, there should be some sort of a test. Like, are you smart enough to vote? But,
well, they tried that and that didn't work very well.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. Casey says he lives in a nice neighborhood, and some lady on their Facebook page was complaining she got chased by a chicken on her morning walk.
There's chickens a few houses down in my house. You can hear them in the morning, yeah.
Dude. But nobody lets them out because somebody will steal that chicken and eat it.
My dog Dipstick will get them.
Oh, jeez.
He'll jump the fence.
Tell you what, you do not want to turn around and see a rooster coming at you.
I know.
No.
That's all fun and games till you see a 2-foot rooster flying at your face.
Dude, there's a water. They treated in my neighborhood at. Vic, this is what it's like when you don't live in Flea Bottom.
Okay, what?
The entry to my neighborhood has a water feature, like a fountain,
Really?
waterfall type thing. Wow. And there's ducks and geese that live in this water thing. And apparently one of the geese attacked somebody's dog.
Oh yeah.
And
geese are mean.
Oh, but they are ornery, man.
White people problems.
Oh yeah,
dude, that's anybody's problem. Geese make you look stupid. It's embarrassing.
No,
Get
actually,
chased by a bird.
No, geese actually don't come after minorities. It's a known fact. Yeah, they know.
Yeah,
only white people will they attack.
We'll probably end up eating them. Pescalo, a ver.
The goose would then actually be cooked. That would be that'd be where your goose is cooked. So what time this evening will we start
at
to
7? We'll get totals at 7:05 or 10. We'll get the exact, and then it'll be slow till the end of the night.
Okay, but you think we'll know?
I think it'll be pretty fast. There's not that many people voting. It's not a presidential election.
Yeah,
but, I bet we'll know within an hour.
Is there any mail-in ballots?
I think we'll know by the time the pre-vote is pretty good. It won't change. I don't think.
Okay,
you know what I mean? Given the volume at 100,000, you're voting 10,000 a day. I think that'll be a pretty good barometer. So whatever you see early will probably be the final.
Yeah, I would imagine like there's not a lot of people who are like, oh my God, I forgot to vote. I got to panic and get down so I can vote no.
Yeah, I think that you've hit it on the head. So I do think that once they open up the ballots and let us know where all those votes landed, we'll know. The percentages probably won't vary more than about a point or a half.
Well, tomorrow the show might start off somber tomorrow too.
Yeah.
Well,
dang it.
Nothing's over till it's over. I have learned that over my many years, but we're getting if it fails. The doomsday clock is at 30 seconds. I mean, it ain't done, but the doomsday clock is right there.
Yeah, it's right
We're going to have to go MacGyver on this.
In the words of a great American poet named Taylor Swift, this is why we can't have nice things.
Yeah, see? He's right.
I was going to quote
because you break them, I have to take them away. Yeah. This is why we can't have nice things.
I was going to quote the great Diane Cook. It ain't over till the fat lady sings.
Okay, that would have worked too. That would have worked too.
The fat lady ain't going to sing tonight.
Yeah.
Unless we win. But if they lose, it's still another chance, although slight.
Or maybe the torta lady will. Maybe. She's not fat. She's torta.
Maybe we can get the fat lady to sing at the Spurs halftimes.
Maybe. You were bitching about the Spurs halftime shows. They're like
it's a blatant money grab. Come on, Spurs.
I mean,
there's no half-court shots no more?
No, all they do is get local organizations to buy some cheap tickets and so they can watch their kid perform. And I get it.
Okay.
But not 5 a night.
What?
There's like glee clubs,
junior
and middle
high
school
bands
and march.
Oh.
I mean, bring on the Red Panda. Give me some jumping. Give me some trampoline dudes or some little chihuahuas that balance on balls or something. Give me something.
What about the girl with the plates?
That's Red Panda. Yeah.
Give me Red Panda.
She got hurt, remember?
Yeah, she did.
That's right.
And she's got to be upwards of 60. She's been doing this a minute.
I was going to say,
something's better. And I know, family, I was a victim. I paid for tickets and watched my kid go play basketball down there, and you got free tickets to watch the game. But that was when we sucked.
Yeah.
That was when they were trying to draw
people. To get people in there.
Spurs were good enough. You don't even have to discount tickets. And I know you're trying to connect with the community.
With Wemby now.
But entertain me. You know?
You're sitting on your throne.
Yeah, entertain me.
Are you not entertained?
I am
by
not entertained. I love the Gus Garcia Glee Club as much as the next guy, but I didn't spend $200 on a ticket to see that. I can go on a Christmas. I can see a bunch of Glee clubs over Christmas. Free.
Up next, the Kerrville Elementary School.
That's it. You're like,
Kerrville Elementary School chess team will perform their chess match.
Good thing I spent $500 on this ticket.
Speed match.
That's right. Yeah. And then it's like, oh my God. Yeah. When it's your kid doing it, you don't have a choice. You got to go. I mean,
and I'm
first of
victim.
all,
I get it.
And they'll be like, oh yeah. By the way, your kid, we're not going to drive them, so you have to bring your kid to the arena on top of it, and we're not responsible for your kid while you're there. That's going to be on you too.
And you're going to have to sell 2 more tickets.
Yeah.
So once you get all that, and again, I'm all for this.
If you want your kid to actually be able to participate, you're going to need to
and you got to pay $50 for parking.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, there's parking. And
yeah.
Yeah.
You're going to have to feed the kid. And that's going to be $25.
A lot going on.
We're glad you're coming.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'll be great to have you.
Glad to have
It'll be great to have you. Yeah. We cannot wait. We've been talking about this all week. All right. Let's take a break. When we come back, I've got a little giveaway. We'll get into some NBA discussion, and we'll talk about some other teams at the trade deadline. Also talk about the Jacoby Brissett, Kyler Murray situation, because differing reports from different folks on that. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1.
You know, Connecticut water softeners have been in my homes for as long as I can remember. I grew up with a Connecticut water softener in my house down there on Aspen Valley, down on the southwest side of town. When I bought my first house up there in Mankey Park, put in one. And since I moved back to San Antonio, put in another one. Because when I grew up with it, I just expected the best, and that's always been Connecticut. I didn't realize there were other water treatment systems out there that claim to do things that I know that Connecticut can. Now, I don't know about the others. I'm not going to pretend that I do, but I can tell you what I've got. I've had a water softener that not once in the entire life have I had it repaired. Not once. I've been told I have a great warranty. I've literally never used it. And as far as dollars to dollars, it's equal to anything that anybody else has, I can tell you that, and I've never had a problem. If you're building a new home, if you're moving into an apartment, if you just don't like the system you have, or if you just don't have one, I want you to call Connecticut today at 656 Pure. They're going to preach all the values and all the great things that they have. I can just tell you as a customer, I've not had to replace a refrigerator due to clogged ice makers. I've not had to worry about dry hair and that flaky skin. I don't even know what that white stuff I see on people's sinks is. I've never had it. Call Connecticut today at 656 Pure. They're going to bring one out to you for 90 days if you're already plumbed for it, so you can see what I'm talking about. And they're going to give you a reverse osmosis drinking station if you decide to buy. There's great financing happening right now. Go to ConnecticutSA.com for all the details, but I'll tell you what, if you're looking for the best, you want the best at the right price, now's the time. Call Connecticut today, and I know you're going to thank me later.
Dallas Cowboys fans, come on down!
It's AJ and Rob from the Morning Huddle,
and you could be the next contestant on
The Stat Is Right.
Every week leading up to the week of the Cowboys home game, AJ and Rob toss out a Cowboys player and a stat from the upcoming home game. Passing yards, rushing yards, number of times Dak adjusts his wristband mid-play, or perhaps CeeDee Lamb mouthguard chews per quarter. Whatever. All you have to do is predict that stat, get the closest, and bam! You're headed to Jerry World with a pair of tickets to the next Cowboys home game. Think of it like The Price is Right, but instead of winning a blender, you get to scream, "How about them Cowboys?" inside AT&T Stadium. So study up, Cowboy Nation, and listen to the Morning Huddle to play. The Stat Is Right. Only on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
Energy slipping away, losing your edge? Could be low testosterone. Take action. Synergenics and Low T Center offer a quick free T test. Get pharmaceutical-grade testosterone, never compounded, personalized for you. Most insurance covers it. The best you is waiting at TRTMVP.com.
An accident can leave you struggling to pay for medical bills. At Thomas J. Henry, we believe you deserve justice, no matter your financial situation. That's why you don't pay us unless we win your case. Thomas J. Henry, the name you know, the firm you trust. San Antonio, Texas.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/radio to start your free online visit. Through HIMS, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more, 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/radio. That's hims.com/radio. HIMS.com/RADIO.
Flight by Yingling. It's the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yingling. Available wherever beer is sold. DG Yingling & Son Incorporated, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
This episode is brought to you by Prize Picks. You know, I make decisions every day, but the easiest ones I've been making for the last several weeks are Dak Prescott. The more Dak is riding the wave, and I've been with him on Prize Picks, and being right can get you paid, especially when you're doing it on the weekly. Prize Picks has everything you need to have some fun on all your favorite games. If you like winning, you like to know what you're doing, Prize Picks is your answer because you can do the research and you can go out and win, and it's so simple to play. Just pick more or less on at least 2 players, and you can get up to 2,000x on your money if you pick right. Now, they offer stacks is what I love, and you can pick the same player in up to 3 different venues and play them in the same lineup, and you can only find this at Prize Picks. That's why I go there every day. You want to know another reason? Alamo. Remember the code Alamo, and you get $50 in lineups if you play your first $5 lineup. That's Alamo. You get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 in lineups. Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
Dallas Cowboys head coach Brian Schottenheimer goes one-on-one and has some fun with the Morning Huddles, AJ and Rob, Friday mornings.
Brian Schottenheimer, good morning, Coach.
Hey, what's up, guys? I got to say, it was a weird transition for me to come on to the show and hear a bunch of moaning, and then I heard moaning and manning and all these things. It was really kind of weird. Edwin didn't prepare me for that.
Moaning? Coach, tell him. Can you tell the audience you've got no interest in drafting Arch Manning in the upcoming draft?
Brian Schottenheimer's unfiltered look at the Cowboys' upcoming game. Friday mornings, presented by AA Best Bail Bonds on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star. It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Game over. Flip! 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 Flip!
Whap.
Oh, good morning, everybody. Tell him, Flip. The broadcast last night, both Aikman and Buck were saying Jacoby Brissett's going to take over this football team.
He looked good doing it. I mean, it's
the worst played against the
worst defense in football, but it's a road win.
Quite frankly, putting 27 points up on the Cowboys isn't world-beating.
No, but this is a team that had lost 5 straight. Yeah, they are at a kind of an existential moment. We talked a little bit about it yesterday, and Jacoby, he filled his end of the bill. I mean, he made this decision really tough.
They asked Jonathan Gannon, though, after the game. He said he is not changing course on starting quarterback. He said nothing's changed there. When Murray fully recovers from his foot injury, he will play. Gannon said Murray didn't play Monday night because he just wasn't healthy enough to go. And they said, well, after Brissett's recent run, why are you inclined to stick with Murray? And Gannon said, it's just how I feel.
Jacoby was Jacoby last night. I mean, he is who he is. He knows who he is. Yeah. He's not going to drop dimes on you, but he can move the team. And I think there was one moment that if you were all in on Jacoby, he made a play late that was awful. They had a chance to pick up a first down. He broke inside, had a little scramble, and he dirted a ball that would have been a first down.
Yeah.
That's Jacoby too. So I can see if I'm the head coach, but I do know this, that their wide receivers looked a whole lot better with Jacoby.
Oh, man.
It looked like
Marvin Harrison. Yeah. That's what everybody thought he was going to be from the beginning.
Right. So he looked better. The defense seemed to have a little bit more pepper, certainly in the fourth quarter. And that's really been their problem. They seem to have, at least they believed they were going to win and played like it. I don't know. We talked about it yesterday, and it was pie in the sky that you think that you can just go move on from Kyler Murray. But if he's in the second year of a $230 million deal, I can see why you're kind of committed. I mean, you're kind of the pig in this breakfast. You've already been carved up. I mean, you're kind of stuck.
Because I assure you, Jacoby Brissett's not the long-term answer.
No.
Like, Jacoby Brissett is one of those dudes who is, I don't know if he's in one yet, but he'll probably be in one of those backup commercials.
Well, he should be.
Where it's like, Mitch Trubisky, backup orderer, and he comes in and does the burger order. Like that's like Jacoby Brissett is a professional backup.
But to your point yesterday this was a team that lost close a lot to some good teams. Lost close.
Yeah.
Play here, play there. Any kind of defense in the fourth quarter, and they're talking about a playoff team. The team I saw beat the Cowboys last night, and again, it's a low bar. They beat them in every facet of the game. They beat them defensively. They ran the ball better. They threw the ball better.
Yeah.
They did everything better than the Cowboys. They're in a tough division. They're in a tough one. It's going to be hard, but San Francisco's down. I mean, they got a little bit of room. Jacoby is
San Francisco's down at 6-3.
I know 6-3. They're down. But I will say this: while Jacoby ain't the answer long term, I might be happy that Kyler's hurt right now and ride this wave. And, and just say, Kyler, I love you so much. You're not going to play till you're 101%, but you're my starter.
The problem is if you don't want Kyler to be your long-term starter, you don't really want to win games.
Well, there's that. There is that. But like I was saying, you look around the conference, the division, I think I'm pretty talented. And, I think if things come together, we're losing by 4, 5, 3 points on a regular, but a ball bounces here or there. This could be a completely different team, and we're only halfway through the season, and eventually the shoe will fall for somebody else. Maybe Jacoby rides this wave. The financial ramifications of Kyler are going to riffle through this franchise, just kind of like the Cowboys, but for it's kind of the same thing. We're stuck with it. There's not much we can do, but if in the short term I can win a few games and get some momentum, maybe I can get enough wave there that fans won't get mad at me when I can't afford to buy anything new because I'm playing a backup quarterback and my starter's sitting on the bench next with Kirk Cousins aspirations.
The Cardinals at 3-5, their remaining schedule at Seattle, 49ers, Jags, at Bucks, Rams, at Texans, Falcons, at Bengals, at Rams.
That's they could fall ass backwards to go 500 there. I mean, there's some up and down. There's some tough ones, but the team I saw last night could hit the road and beat the Bucks. The team I saw last night could hit the road and beat the Texans.
Yeah, this is a 6-win team, though. This is
I think they'll get more than that.
Okay.
I mean, they're halfway through. I think they're more of an 8-win team with aspirations of 10.
Because I also think sitting at 3-5, you go to they're in Seattle next week.
They won't win that one.
But then you're 3-6, and then you lose one more. Now you're 3-6. Now it's like, what are we even doing here? Everyone knows.
And at that point,
and you hadn't even played the Rams, who are probably the best team in the NFC, and you got 2 games against them.
If I'm the Cardinals, I wake up today and go, I give it a shot until I don't, because the team I saw last night can beat a lot of football teams.
Yeah,
but that doesn't mean they will.
All right, Jay Thomas is right. He's already in one of those backup QB commercials. He was the one doing the taxes. Yeah, that's
I
right.
haven't seen that one
I
yet.
forgot about that one. Yeah.
Would you take that money?
Yeah, hell yeah.
I probably would.
Yeah, man. Who's? I mean, this is the first ever that backup quarterbacks are being asked to do these commercials.
He's one that is a career lifer. This dude's made millions being a backup. So
and I think that's kind
Jacoby's lived that good
kind
life.
of the gag.
But some of those guys, when it first started, 1 or 2 of those guys, I think, felt like they had aspirations of maybe being a starter. And their agent probably had to tell them, "Look, brother.
Remember,
I hate to break it to you, but
Mitch Trubisky was a top 5 pick.
You'll never be a starter again."
And he fully understands his when the Bills do their big dubs videos. I always post them on my Instagram. Mitch is always the most excited big dubs guy. Like, he fully understands his role. He is glad to be along for the ride. He's glad he's got a job. And I think Mitch is a well above average backup quarterback. Like, I think if you're going to have a backup quarterback, it's a good one to have.
Only could succeed with the Bears. You have to be decent.
But that's a guy who at one point thought he was going to be a big deal, and it's like you got to
swallow that pill, and that's a tough pill to swallow. And the pill might have been, you know what? You're a lifetime backup, but guess what? There's some good in that.
Oh yeah,
we got some promo stuff for you. You can make some money off the field.
Yeah, so far and Teddy Bridgewater's in the one.
See, yeah,
I've seen Colt McCoy in one. Jacoby Brissett. I don't know who the other ones are, but there's There's a handful. They're all pretty good.
Danny DeVito was there for a minute.
Oh, yeah. Tommy DeVito, not Danny.
Dan was him, too. Oh, wait, that was the sandwich commercial. Sorry.
Yeah. But yeah, it's funny. And I think they all get it. So I'm for if a guy's getting.
Well, it's certainly a sign.
Don't take yourself too seriously.
Hey, I got some bad news for you. They're calling you to do a commercial.
Yeah, that means
all the other backups.
You're probably not getting a big job going forward. Zach Wilson, just so you know,
that's the call.
It's over for you, Bubba. What would have been great is if Sam Darnold had done one or Daniel Jones, and then they.
Well, seriously, I'd have called Danny Dimes.
Yeah. I probably would have thought about it too. Like, oh, here's a guy with a brand name. He stinks now. Let's put him in a commercial. Well, it turns out.
Turn it down, man.
Maybe that's the move. All right. We'll talk a little more NFL later on in the show. We'll get back into some Cowboy sound in the 8 o'clock hour. Did you see the reception for Miles Turner at the Pacers game?
Well, he's not going to be traded, so.
Miles Turner, who went to the Bucks after. I mean, listen, man, this is a guy. They talked about it a lot last year in the playoffs. Like Miles Turner was like, man, 10 years. He was the longest tenured Pacer. He had taken pay cuts. He'd done, and then he said they booed the hell out of him last night. And he said it was disheartening, man. It was frustrating. You give 10 years of your life, your blood, your sweat, your tears. You take pay cuts. You survive trade rumors. You do everything the right way, and then sometimes stuff shakes out. It's cool. I take it on the chin. They played a tribute video for him on the scoreboard before the start of the game, and the fans booed the hell out of him.
Why? Did he do something at some point? Now, I coveted Miles Turner for several years.
Yeah.
I mean, that guy was kind of an OG multi-purpose big man, could do a lot of things. He was kind of a portent to what was coming, and he did everything right by that franchise. Hell, if he'd have been a Spur, we'd have made him a tribute video that lasted 30 minutes and given him a chair and a car and had the Gus Garcia come and sing to him.
Which, by the way, mind you, Miles didn't ask for a trade.
No.
He became a free agent, and the Pacers didn't offer him money. It's like, well, what do I do? Are you supposed to be unemployed? Did you guys want me living under a bridge here? Did you want me sweeping up the arena after the game? Like, I'm trying to get some money. Doc Rivers was saying he thought it was Bush that they booed him.
Well, they beat him, so scoreboard.
Yeah. And after the game, Turner stayed on the floor and gave some hugs to some of the guys. So he ain't mad at the players, but yeah, kind of not a great look for Pacers fan who everybody will tell you, oh, they know ball. They know ball. Not so sure.
Yeah, and when you're a non-destination franchise, when you're Indiana, you don't want to have players go, man.
Who wants to play?
Who wants to play those guys? I mean, all you got is a paycheck and fandom. That's all San Antonio has. We can pay you equal to anybody else and not tax you, and fans will love you till the day you die.
Yeah,
but that's all we can really give you.
Yeah, not ideal. And then the Ja Morant, who had a 1-game suspension, came back, and then they asked him about his. They basically asked him if you have your usual joy playing basketball, and he said no. Then last night, or I guess on Friday, he only had 8 points in the loss to the Lakers. Didn't seem like he cared. And every question that got asked after that Lakers one was go ask the coaching staff. They said, what could the team do differently? He said, according to them, probably don't play me, honestly. That's basically what the message was after. It's cool.
God. I have a headache. Suddenly I have a very bad headache.
His name is Ja Morant. You talk about a headache.
Oh, I have a bad headache with him.
Ja Morant is the headache.
He is such a headache. It's over. It's over. In Memphis, it is over. The clock's ticking. I don't know how it's going to end, but it's over.
I don't know that Ja Morant's worth the headache.
I know if I was a Memphis Grizzly fan, I have a headache and get rid of him. He's done as much as he's going to be able to do. Whether it's because of ineptitude for the guys around him, I don't know. Maybe it's lack of focus, but he is just not going to win anything there or maybe anywhere.
Yeah, he does seem like he's got the kind of mindset that I'm not a fan of. they've put a couple really good teams around him.
I feel like they've done all they can, but he.
Remember about 3 years ago, they had like the best defense in the league,
Yes.
and he and by the way, they had the best defense in the league, and he's a bad defensive player. So they've said, okay, we're going to cover up your flaws so we can build around you, and he's still bitching.
Well, they've got that Spanish dude on their team that no one likes. Remember, they traded Bane, and then did you see Draymond Green dancing around him when he missed a free throw the other day? So there's obviously something going on inside those Memphis locker rooms. Can Silver, like, I'm going to make an executive move. I'm going to just to see if these guys are who we think they are or if they are different. I'm going to put Zion in Memphis, and I'm going to put Ja in New Orleans. Let's just see what happens. You think anything would change for either team?
No. Zion would be moving from great food city to good food city.
He'd be eating too much Q, so that wouldn't do any good there.
Ja would be going from gun culture city to gun culture city, gun violence culture city to gun violence culture city.
So no real change. But he's not your headache anymore. You get a new headache.
Maybe that's the move.
It's too bad.
I've seen enough of the Ja show to know that, I like him as a player. In fact, when Zion got drafted number 1, I think I was the only person in the world saying if I had the number 1 pick, I would take Ja.
Everybody turned out wrong.
I think it turns out that Ja's the juice ain't worth the squeeze with this dude. He's a good player, but he is not the kind of player nor the kind of person that you want to build your team around.
Yeah, he can't be your lead dog.
Nope.
He cannot be.
I said this all the time about James Harden. And James Harden might still win a championship, but James Harden will never, and I think the ship has sailed, James Harden will never win a championship if he's the best player on the team. If Ja Morant's your number 1, if he's your A side, you're never winning a championship. Yeah, I think you could forget about that. He ain't that kind of dude.
He's going to have to go under a coach where it's system and that's it, and that's not going to happen.
He doesn't want to do that.
He ain't going to play for Spoelstra. He ain't going to land someplace where
no. All right, let's hit a break. It is the Morning Huddle. By the way, I got a giveaway on the other side. We got a little concert action to give away on the other side. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1.
Arasti providers are all around San Antonio to get you fixed and out of pain as fast as possible. I say this all the time, and people go, Arasti, explain very quickly what Arasti is. Well, Arasti is not your typical doctor's visit because it is a very hands-on approach to getting you out of pain. Arasti's kind of a mix, at least this is my definition. It's kind of a mix between physical therapy, chiropractic, going to see your general practitioner, going to see a nurse, and going to see your mom all at once. They're going to fix you. They're going to fix you, and they're going to fix you fast. On average, under 4 visits gets their patients back in the game. And this has nothing to do with surgery. It has nothing to do with pills to hide the pain. It is literally your body fixing itself in ways you might not have considered. So if you're dealing with soft tissue injuries, those sprains or strains, frozen shoulders or backs, plantar fasciitis, stiff necks, all those things that have to do with muscles and bones, Arasti can get you fixed and fast. Let me tell you, I've had lower back issues for so long, and I just figured that's just part of my life. I'll tell you what, they found out when I went to my very first Arasti visit, it wasn't even my back. It was my hamstrings. They went to work on that. I was walking around within a week. That can happen to you. Don't let it keep you. Call them today. The number is easy. It's 1-800-404-6050. Now, it sounds long. It's not. You're calling local. Go to the website, Arasti.com. There's a map of all the local providers. They accept most insurances, and here's the good news. You don't need a referral. Call them right now. You'll probably get in today. Don't let pain keep you from doing things that you love. Call Arasti right now. They're going to fix you. And when they do, you can come on by and thank me later.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star Traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Still working a couple of stalls. 410 southbound Old Pearsall Road and I-10 eastbound 37. Both of those stalls broken down now off to the right shoulder. Now, this road work on 35 southbound, that's our heaviest delay right now between FM 1518 on down to Evans, making your way through the Selma area. This road work has alternating lanes closed, 75-minute travel time as you stop and go starting right around Schwab Road. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Staples. Have an easy holiday only at Staples. Save on top tech and gaming gifts, plus shipping supplies and services to get your packages there safely. Don't miss 40% off custom cards, invites, photo gifts, wrapping paper, and more. Staples, that was easy.
Nigel, why is there a giant turkey standing on my desk?
That's Harold.
Well, then whisper these words, Nigel. Deep fried. From all of us at Quarter Moon Plumbing, Heat, and AC, we hope your Thanksgiving is filled with food, family, and fellowship. We couldn't ask for a better community to be a part of. So thank you, and happy Thanksgiving from all of us here at Quarter Moon Plumbing, Heat, and AC. Quarter Moon Plumbing, Heat, and AC, 651-5899.
License number TACLA 141074EM16004.
My brother-in-law died suddenly, and now my sister and her kids have to sell their home. That's why I told my husband we could not put off getting life insurance any longer. An agent offered us a 10-year, $500,000 policy for nearly $50 a month. Then we called SelectQuote. SelectQuote found us identical coverage for only $19 a month, a savings of $369 a year.
Whether you need a $500,000 policy or a $5 million policy, SelectQuote could save you more than 50% on term life insurance.
For your free quote, call SelectQuote at 1-800-743-8080. That's 1-800-743-8080. Or go to SelectQuote.com. 1-800-743-8080. That's 1-800-743-8080.
SelectQuote. We shop. You save. Full details on example policies at selectquote.com/commercials.
Progressive knows there are some surprisingly expensive things in life, like frames. Because you found a classic 70s concert poster. But when you went to get it framed, you realized the frame will cost about 4 times the amount of the poster. Which is actually absurd because no one will be looking at the frame, and if they are, then you severely overestimated how cool this poster is. But then you remember by switching your home and auto to Progressive, you could save hundreds and put it towards a classic 70s concert poster in an absurdly overpriced frame. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states.
The following is a dramatization.
Davis Law Firm, how can I help?
That guy pulled out in front of me out of nowhere. The police are on their way, but I'm really shaken up.
Don't worry. We're going to get you taken care of. You made the right call.
I'm Jeff Davis. If you've been hurt in a car, truck, or 18-wheeler wreck, call Davis Law Firm at 444-4444. We're ready to help day or night, and there's no fee unless we win.
Davis Law Firm, San Antonio.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Charlie's battery is struggling to start. Not ideal before the tailgate, so he goes to AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone,
where a friendly AutoZoner tests his battery for free. Looks like he needs a new one, so he gets a Duralast battery.
have fun and stay warm.
And he makes it to the tailgate early enough to get his favorite spot. Free battery testing and charging. No hassles, just help.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply. Connecticut water systems are the best of the best. I personally have one in my home. All those other water softener systems out there are junk in comparison.
For a limited time, receive a free reverse osmosis drinking station at your kitchen sink. $400 off with trade-in and 0% interest for 12 months with approved credit. Call Connecticut of San Antonio and the Hill Country. 210-656-PURE.
Check them out at ConnecticutSA.com and tell them Dave Ramsey sent you.
License number 38961.
No one does happy hour like Twin Peaks. Whatever your preference, we have everything from tequila cocktails and extensive bourbon category to top shelf spirits and cocktails served over those beautiful icy balls. Local craft beers and handcrafted whiskey cocktails round out an adventurous drink menu that's second to none. And Twin Peaks hand-stretched flatbreads, oh, they're coming out hot. Close out your night with our favorite flatbreads. They're available during the late night hours, Sunday through Thursday for only $8. That's only from your favorite lodge, Twin Peaks. Eats, drinks, and oh, those scenic views.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home for Texas A&M football. Saturday afternoon at 2:30, the Aggies take on the Missouri Tigers. Presented by Just Spots. Pregame at 1:30 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hi, this is Joe Reinagle. You're listening to the home of the Texas Rangers, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Dun, dun, dun. Hey, good morning. Burn, burn, burn. How about this? How about some, I don't know who this band is that you're playing here, Vic. I've never heard this song before, but
This one?
Is this Boys
Is
Like
it-
Girls?
I
I think this might be Boys Like Girls.
Oh, no, that's this one over here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, hold on.
Here, let me see.
Well, who was it? This must have been Girls Like Boys then.
Right. It's the opposite.
Okay, this is the opposite. Okay.
Yeah, here's the other one.
Boys Like Girls.
This is called The Great Escape. It's an older track.
Okay.
Are they an older band?
Yeah.
Oh, I heard this. Yeah, this is
06, I think.
yeah. Not bad.
All right. Boys Like Girls, the soundtrack of your life tour. This sounds like something that
It's a date night
Pledger
band.
will be at.
It's a date night band.
April 26th at the Bowen Center at Techport. I got 2 tickets for caller number 3 at 210-656-ESPN.
Yeah.
If you like Boys Like Girls, the soundtrack of your life tour.
I imagine if you own one of theirs, you probably got some Fallout Boy and some of that stuff.
Yeah.
Fallout Boy.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Jose says, for whom the bell tolls. Maybe my sarcasm wasn't. It didn't shine through.
Yeah.
We don't do that here.
Wah, wah.
I oft confuse Metallica for Boys Like Girls.
I know. It's hard to distinguish between the both.
I know.
Sometimes Metallica's just not hard enough for me.
Well, yeah. That's when you got to put on the Boys Like Girls. You know.
If you're into they're the BLG if you're into them.
Oh, is that what you call them?
Yeah, I'm into the BLG.
I call them the BLGTQ.
Well, then but you're woke. See, I'm not woke.
Yes. How about opening night in college basketball?
Buckyball, baby. Buckyball.
Did you watch any of it?
I couldn't.
Oh, yeah.
I couldn't find it. And it was on SEC Plus, which I don't even know where the hell that is. But I wanted to watch college basketball last night, and I found to my great sadness that when I canceled my Disney Plus out of Jimmy Fallon, damn them.
Jimmy Kimmel.
Oh, Jimmy Kimmel.
Yeah.
I lost my TBS.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Well, that was dumb.
Yeah, it was dumb.
That's what you get for taking a stand.
Taking a stand and making it,
It does you
so,
no
no,
good.
I got no college basketball. I evidently missed a heck of an Arizona game last night. Arizona, Florida must have been a hell of a game.
It was. Arizona knocks off the defending champs. So Auburn had a...
Oh, that's right. So many stories I'd forgotten about. Young Pearl taking over. That's right.
Bruce Pearl's son, the head coach at Auburn now, and coaching his first game last night against Bethune-Cookman. And Bethune-Cookman plays in an arena that seats about 900 people.
Mm-hmm.
And Auburn, for those who are unaware, is one of the toughest places to go play in the country. They have a 60-game non-conference home winning streak. They do not lose very often there in the jungle. Wow. And last night, Bethune-Cookman took them to overtime in young Master Pearl's first game. Auburn got a 95-90 win. Imagine
it's a W, but it was a sweaty one.
Can you imagine had they lost that game? Oh, man.
And it's not that...
After Nepo baby Pearl takes the job.
It's a Nepo move. It is. But it's not as bad as it sounds. His kid, he's been around the block. He probably doesn't deserve the Auburn job, but he was ready to be a head coach.
Yeah, he's never coached anywhere other than for his dad.
Yeah, he probably should be coaching at, UTSA and working his way up. Yeah. So he did fall ass backwards into a pretty good gig, but I will give him the benefit until things get worse. He's ready for it.
But I got to watch some of the Texas A&M game, and they were what I advertised.
Fast and loose.
Almost put up a hundo.
Mm-hmm.
They got the cover. They were the fastest team on. Fastest team of the night, like points per possession. They were just go go go.
And it's only going to get faster.
Yeah. And Northwestern State puts up 68 points. It ends up being That's the thing. If your opponent puts up 68 and you still win by 30, you know you're playing a fun brand of basketball.
Yeah, this is going to be. I wonder if the style's going to work in the SEC, because the SEC is now the best basketball conference in the country.
Yeah,
they go 8-9 deep. They might send 12 teams to the tournament this year, but it is a conference that is predicated on defense. That's first and foremost. You look at every one of the coaches; they coach defense. Now, we get offensive output.
Alabama's had a lot of success making...
let me tell you that Oates is a defensive coach first. They score, but they score off defense. They stop you and score. It's not the Big 12. The Big 12 is an offensive conference. Their offense is a lot of the defense. The SEC, the coaches that have lasted and go top 8 all the way down to Calipari, they're defense first. Now, it doesn't mean they don't score a bunch of points. They stop you, they turn you over, and they go. And this fast break ball has been tried before, and you tend to win some games, but when they matter, it's just too many turnovers. You're not ready to go against them, and that's just the one question I have about Buckyball. It might work now, but my history with this is not good.
They've brought in some good talent there to A&M. A lot of guys who, let's face it, a lot of guys, not everybody's built to play for Buzz Williams.
No.
I like Buzz Williams. I think he's a hell of a coach. He gets a lot out of the players that he does get to buy in, but his system is not a fun system to play in.
Structured and tough.
It's you gotta grind on defense the whole time. And some of the guys that they've brought in, Pop Isaacs for one, looked good last night. He's the former Texas Tech, then Creighton, now A&M.
How's Zach Clemens look?
Zach, I don't know that I saw a lot.
Okay.
He didn't play a lot, but he's one of a couple of Kansas transfers. So when he was on the floor, the ball wasn't going through him much.
Okay.
But Rylan Griffin, the other Kansas transfer, that's gonna be their best player.
I think so too.
So they got a guy named Jakari Lane who came in from North Alabama.
I don't know this cat at all.
Jakari Lane
Never
is
heard
a
of him.
baller.
Yeah, good.
So there's some good things popping in
that's fun.
College Station.
It's going to be a total different flavor of basketball. Billy Kennedy ran a fair amount way back when for those old Aggie basketball types, but nothing like this. Nothing like this.
No. So it was a good start to the season for A&M. Great start to the season for the Houston Cougars. They got a 75-57 win. I think the presumed best team in the country, Houston.
I think for the very first time Houston has a McDonald's All-American. They pulled in the big man. They probably are. If they're not the number one team, they're in the top 3 or 4. I know Purdue's ranked pretty high in a lot of them. Yep. Kansas too, and Houston's in there right in the thick of it. They're good. They're tough.
Emmanuel Sharp he's certainly one of the front runners for Player of the Year, National Player of the Year. Purdue and Kentucky, I think, are kind of the other teams that are looked at as the elites.
Texas goes off tonight, right?
Texas starts tonight. Yeah, it's Texas against Duke out there in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Is that on TBS too?
I would imagine that makes sense. Let's see if I can answer that.
What time are you gonna have the barbecue ready? With your fancy box.
Oh, it's on ESPN.
Hey, there we go.
You're gonna be okay. That's at 7:45 on ESPN. If you're into that sort of thing, Purdue, who is currently the number 1 team in the country, they take on the Evansville Aces tonight. Purdue, a slight 33.5 point favorite. That's what you're getting for the most part in the top 25 tonight. Kentucky, the number 9 team in the country, they are 30.5 point favorites over Nichols. And Texas Tech laying 34.5.
Another top team
against Lindenwood.
Lindenwood, you say?
That's right. And then Duke, of course, the number 6 team in the country, an 8.5 or 9 point favorite, depending on where you look, against the unranked Texas Longhorns, who will they try to start their ascent back to relevance. Under Sean Miller.
It'll be sooner than later.
I would think so too. Yeah.
It will be.
It's a place where it's real easy to get good players, and if you've got the right coach, the world is your oyster.
Sean Miller and resources is a scary proposition for everybody else.
That's why I thought Chris Beard was the home run of home runs, and then doesn't always work out. Sometimes it's out of your hands. I thought Texas made a great hire. I think they made another good hire here with Sean Miller.
Sean would still be at Arizona because what he did is now legal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He should have never been forced out of Arizona, but they changed the rules and legalized what they fired him for.
Times they are a-changing, man. Times they are a-changing. So, some good hoop on the docket for tonight. Last night, like I said, I mentioned Houston and Texas A&M getting wins. Florida losing to Arizona to start the season. They lost 93-87. UConn started off on the right foot, 79-55. St. John's, top 5 ranked St. John's.
Ricky P.
108-74 win over Quinnipiac Arkansas got off to a good start, 109-77 over Southern. Tennessee, 76-61 over Mercer. Michigan State, Sparty with an 80-69 win. North Carolina, 94-54 blowout of Central Arkansas. Alabama, Nate Oates, we mentioned him, 91-62 win over North Dakota. Iowa State, 88-50 over Fairleigh Dickinson. Kansas, 94-50 over Green Bay. Scotty, Wisconsin, 96-64 over the Campbell Camels. Michigan, 121-78. Good start for the Wolverines. Not quite as good as Illinois' start. 113-55 Illinois
grief.
over Jackson State. That's not very different from Louisville, 104-45 over South Carolina State. Gonzaga, 98-43. They outscored Texas Southern 52-16 in the second half of that game.
I wonder how many points Gonzaga is going to score in the state of Texas this year.
Oh, plenty. UCLA, 80-74 over Eastern Washington. And BYU, 71-66 win. Spoiled the debut of Kevin Willard and A.J. DeBanza, 21 points, 6 boards in a 71-66 win over Villanova. All right. Halfway there, living on a prayer on a Tuesday. We will come back. Got some sound from the Cowboys. It ain't good news. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1.
The Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. KTFM Floresville.
This report is sponsored by Staples. Have an easy holiday only at Staples. Save on top tech and gaming gifts, plus shipping supplies and services to get your packages there safely. Don't forget custom cards, invites, photo gifts, wrapping paper, and more. Staples, that was easy.
If you're 55 or older and into that whole saving money thing, T-Mobile has an exclusive phone and internet bundle just for you. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet for just $30 each per month with AutoPay, plus taxes and fees. And with 5G home internet, setup is easy with just 1 cord and no technician needed, which is great if you're also into that whole keeping it simple thing. Switch now and experience the best mobile network in the U.S. Visit your local store to start saving. T-Mobile, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla of speed test intelligence data Q4 2024 to Q1 2025. Ookla trademarks used under license. Unlimited on our network. Customers on voice plan may notice speeds lower than other customers and further reduction if using more than 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video streams and SD on this plan. Home internet pricing after $20 a monthly bill credit plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. See 5G device coverage and access details at T-Mobile.com.
You know the Roo Pub is proven to be the best place to watch games with those 3 massive 170-inch screens and TVs all around. All the games, all the fights, and when you show up at the Roo Pub, show up hungry. The food is fantastic. Open daily at 11. Great for lunch, great for dinner, great for late at night, and the best place to watch a game. Just down from the big blind, right next to the Angry Elephant. The Roo Pub, 281 in Redland Road. We'll see you at the Roo.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, hims.com/joy.
Hi, my name is Jason Thompson. I'm an attorney here in San Antonio representing people and families who've been injured in traffic collisions since 1994. The reason it's important to call me as soon as possible is the number of tricks and mistakes you can make, even up to talking to insurance companies, which I'm going to tell you not to do. and also some of the billing practices at our local hospitals. And over the last year, I've seen more and more of this, where hospitals are asking patients to assign benefits they do not have to assign, all in an effort to get more money to the hospital than they would receive if all you used was your health insurance. When you call, I will give you your options. We'll talk about your case. And all of that is free of charge. If you or a family member has been injured in a traffic accident, whether car, commercial truck, motorcycle, I want you to call me as soon as possible after the collision. My number, 210-900-0400. That's 210-900-0400. Or go to my website at alawyerforus.com.
Flight by Yingling. It's the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yingling. Available wherever beer is sold. DG Yingling & Son Incorporated, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance supervisor at a manufacturing facility, he knows keeping the line up and running is a top priority. That's why he chooses Grainger. Because when a drive belt gets damaged, Grainger makes it easy to find the exact specs for the replacement product he needs. And next day delivery helps ensure he'll have everything in place and running like clockwork. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Stay warm and save money this winter with a heater tune-up from Right Home Services. Their expert techs make sure your system runs efficiently and safely. Call 210-444-0000 or visit righthehomeservices.com. Get it done right.
The right stuff. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We've got some massive delays on 35 southbound FM 1518 to Evans northeast side. This is due to road work. Over a 90-minute travel time, so just avoid it if at all possible. That's got you slow back to Schwab Road. 90 eastbound 211 to 410. That's a 20-minute ride. About 15 minutes on 1604 northbound Calabria to Houseman, and about 15 minutes I-10 lower levels southbound Cincinnati to 35. Now, if you guys see something we're not talking about, call us on the traffic tip line. We'll check it out. 210-785-2601. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA. Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio Sports Center.
Well, that didn't go well. The Dallas Cowboys fell to the Arizona Cardinals last night, 27-17. Dak Prescott was 24 of 39, 1 touchdown and 1 interception, 250 total yards in the effort. Bad news for the San Antonio Spurs as number 2 overall pick Dylan Harper has been diagnosed with a left calf strain, according to MRI results. Word from the Spurs is he will be out indefinitely. In college football, UTSA quarterback Owen McCown was named American Conference Offensive Player of the Week following his record-setting performance over Tulane on Thursday night. He went 31 of 33 for 370 yards and 4 touchdowns. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
This Sports Center update brought to you by Twin Peaks.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
On 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. I guess I was wrong. I thought we had Cowboy sound ready to roll. It's not in the system yet.
They're too sad.
Yeah, Pledger was like, "Oh, I'm still at the studio." Like middle of the night, I'm still at the studio. I'm working hard, man. Didn't have any Cowboy sound for us. And Edwin's.
And Edwin's not even here.
All the emails I got yesterday with Edwin. I'm taking a day off. Taking a day off. Taking a day off. Taking a day off.
I got him too.
Edwin and Vic taking every day off. It's gonna be Rob. We're gonna be running our own boards in here. I got news for you.
Taking the
You'll
day
be
off.
sitting over here.
I'll be gone. By the way, I'm
yeah. I'm the only
business
one.
Season. You're the only one that cares.
Yeah. Well, not that. Not only that. I'm the
Now
only one.
Minix will sit in for Rob.
No, he won't. No,
Why not?
Because the cat's in here.
I don't think.
Why?
Yeah, he won't come in. He's like, no, I refuse to do the show unless they get rid of that cat. Maybe he's allergic. I don't know.
Could be.
Possible.
Yeah, he's allergic to the alarm.
Yeah, it could be that. We do have some sound from the Spurs coming off their first loss of the season. Here's Wemby after the loss.
Yeah, of course. The message, I mean, is nothing crazy or too unexpected, but I think what I take away from this, like the message of the coach and our team all throughout the game, is that through adversity, we still respond. Nobody gave up, nobody put their head down. And there are still some positive things, to take away from this game. And in the loss, we learned a lot.
We learned a lot.
Sure.
He was speaking English, Vic.
Well, what is he going to say? This is his first loss of the year, and yeah, we got beat.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll learn a lot.
It was bound to happen.
I mean, they kicked their ass from get to go. It wasn't like they were ever really in it. You got beat.
Now, a lot of people were saying they were being rough with Wemby.
They were.
And that's part of what caused his struggles. Here's what he had to say about that.
I think the physicality was what stood out the most. It's mostly it was the doubling, being ready to double. They were ready. They probably walked and shoot around through all of our situations, because it seemed like they were very ready. It felt like they let me catch the ball, but they were ready to double and to rotate after that. So I wouldn't say that. I don't think I look back on it, but I don't think the physicality is what I felt most tonight.
So he said from what I gather there, physicality is not what bothered him.
And, well, you can't say if you say that, then it's
everybody's going to be physical.
Get used to the fact that they know your plays there, Vic. I mean, this is about Game 5. They've seen some film, and Mitch was a new unknown quantity. It really was. So I do think the rest of the NBA was kind of eager to see what kind of offense that we're going to see the Spurs run. What were we going to do? And the jury's still out because we still are missing 2, 3 potential consistent, 4 consistent players.
Yeah,
and then you add Dylan Harper, who's going to be gone for a minute. The one thing we do know that to beat the Spurs is keep the ball out of Wemby's hands. Get used to it, man. It's coming every night.
Here's what Castle said about the game.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we kind of needed this. I feel like we were starting to get a little comfortable. So it's kind of a wake-up call for us. So, I mean, I'm happy to see how we're going to respond on Wednesday.
They say the right things.
They do. And then Mitch, who he talked about what Phoenix did defensively to take Wemby out of things.
Yeah, I think he's going to see a variety of schemes and defenses, as we've already seen the matchups, to your point, of who is the profile guarding him. And, I think he and we all need to be better. I don't think anybody was specifically very good to start the game. And then we kind of got caught chasing our tail. They made some shots, and it's hard when you give teams life, and not saying they were obviously the reason that they were playing that well, but when we didn't give enough resistance, it can really make it hard when you let teams start getting comfortable and in rhythm. And I think we had a big part of that. And then I think offensively, the same thing, when you don't put in the same details, and whether that's where you catch the ball, where you pass the ball to your teammate, where you set up on your cuts to get open, and where to go after someone else gets the ball. All those things are very connected. And so we have to make sure if they send 2 people on anybody or try to take something away, we have to be able to take advantage of that, and we did not do that at all tonight.
I hate the way he talks.
Well,
I know he's losing his voice a little, but oh my gosh,
he's got the Doc Rivers
Something
problem.
happened, man.
But it's funny when you hear young coaches, because he was going through the game in his mind. He was talking about what he's going to coach tomorrow. That wasn't talking to the press. That's him going over exactly what the problems were. You could tell that he was introspective on that one. That he appreciates the little things.
Yeah.
Mitch is a small, detailed dude, man. You can tell by the way he coaches his players. He's not a big picture guy. He's did you catch the ball with your thumbs in guy? Did you do the most basic thing right? And if you did the most, it's like what was the former president of UT? Wake up and make your bed. Make your bed first. Did you do the right thing first? And you can tell Mitch is that kind of coach. He's detail oriented to almost to a fault, I think, sometimes. That while Pop was more of a big picture flow, do you understand all of this? Mitch is more about, did you put your foot in the right spot? Did you move the 3 lateral steps to do it exactly right? And if you didn't, how did you expect to succeed? You can tell that's the way he attacks things, and I love the way you do that with young players. Now, I will say this, it gets old.
Oh, yeah.
It gets old.
And here's Mitch talking about his failings to start off the game.
Yeah, I mean, the season's long. And so, again, there's teaching moments in every game. I think we did not start with the proper approach. And it is hard to fight an uphill battle or to chase in this league. And when you don't start with the right approach and someone does to the level that Phoenix did, you can be in for a really long night.
What'd they shoot in the first quarter? Like 90%?
They were like, yeah, they did not miss threes early in that game. It was crazy. But yeah, I don't. It's one game. I don't think there's any point in getting too worked up about it. The thought is, even the best teams lose games against teams that probably shouldn't be beating them. I think it was just surprising given
the role they were on.
Yeah. Like how good they looked, the confidence it seemed like they were playing with, but also maybe that's why we should have seen it coming.
No, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
This is a bunch of kids, and they're going to lose some inexplicable games. They're going to win some inexplicable ones too. Nothing cures what ails you than the bright lights of L.A. So they'll be ready for the game in Los Angeles just because it's the Lakers, and Luka will be playing, and LeBron will be in the building. So I do expect that. Doesn't translate to a win, but I will say we will see a lot more activity. You know, they'll be a lot more active to start the game than they were against Phoenix.
Yeah, I at least I hope so.
They better be.
And I think also maybe, this is a young team. It's possible this team was just feeling themselves, thinking, well, we're the Spurs. We just roll out the ball and we're gonna smash these guys. They're no good.
Steph said it. Like, hey, maybe we might have needed this. Now, I don't like hearing that very much, but you know, early in the season, maybe you did need a little ass kicking to kind of get you
You're
going.
a loud one. Yeah, that's all right. Spurs back in action on Wednesday, like we said, on the road.
And the clock is ticking for De'Aaron. I mean, at
guess
what point is this slight hamstring pull in July going to finally get well?
Well, it was the finger and the hamstring, right?
Well, I think they're still using the hamstring as the reason he's out.
Okay.
I mean, and that's been out. That's been a long time.
Yeah, I don't know when he's going to play. I think the thought was he was going to be back for that Suns game, and then he wasn't. And now I don't know. I mean, I'm getting a little frustrated myself as someone who's been an adamant Fox defender.
Yes, and at some point, and the problem has been Dylan Harper's been a revelation. I mean, literally a revelation. So, De'Aaron, you got something to prove. There's more on your plate than I think you were expected to start this season, because while your job is not in jeopardy, there is a guy that we are looking at and will continue to pay probably more attention than to you.
Although we do know now this is a multi-week injury for Dylan Harper. You said see you at Christmas. That might be accurate. I mean, I don't know. I think they're hoping that it's not that long, but very well could be. And I would, again, you mentioned this yesterday, every calf injury in the NBA seems to turn into an Achilles injury. So especially the ones that are rushed back. And I think you can look at Tyrese Halliburton, the most recent victim of that. Kevin Durant, big names who try to come back and maybe a little earlier than they should, and it just leads to bigger problems. Wrap Dylan Harper in bubble wrap, duct tape, whatever, hide him away until you absolutely have to break the glass and bring him out, because I don't want that guy getting any kind of a long-term injury, especially at this early in his career.
And last year, Halliburton, Tatum, and Lillard,
all
DeJounte
torn
Murray,
Achilles.
Drew Smith, Isaiah Jackson, James Wiseman, all out with Achilles.
That's crazy. It's like it's a pandemic.
It really is.
I mean,
there's something underlying, and they haven't quite figured out what it is, and it might very well be this. And I do think more and more doctors and the PTs out there are going, it's the strain that leads to the rupture.
Yeah. Hopefully it's not that issue, but there are a lot of people. I mean, this is not the time. Like in a time where everyone's waiting on De'Aaron Fox, and we've seen it, on our show. There are people who are like, De'Aaron Fox schmucks.
And I'm starting to get it. Dylan's that good. He is that. Now he's still a rookie, and there's going to be lots of mistakes, but he's so good that we forget that even now, even as Wemby started out gangbusters, and as good as Dylan looks, the best player on our team has only played 5 games with a jersey on.
Yeah.
And that's deer and fox. Now, at the end of the year, we'll reevaluate, but our best guy hasn't even played yet.
Yeah. Well, I don't think deer and fox is the best guy anymore.
Well, I know, but by the numbers when we started the season, and the only
only
best
All-NBA guy
by the awards and by history is Deer. Now, that's obviously in flux, but we still haven't seen our best player.
But it's also a reminder that when you hear, oh, we don't need Deer and Fox, we've got Dylan Harper now, and then Dylan Harper gets hurt, it's a reminder that
so true.
It's good to have depth. It is really good to have depth. All right. Speaking of the NBA, fast breaks, buzzer beaters, block parties, it's all back at Underdog Fantasy, where you could make up to 5,000 times your money. All you got to do is get your picks right. You pick your favorite players. Are they going to go higher or lower on their stats? You know, is Wemby going to have higher or lower than 3.5 blocks? You pair a few together, you get them right, up to 5,000 times your cash. I've been all over Underdog this season so far in the NBA. I love it for the NFL and college football for that matter. They've even got college basketball if you want to get in on that action. Take advantage of what Texas A&M's doing with the buckyball. A lot of hires on that, I can tell you that much. Guys, it's so simple and it's so much fun. Makes interesting. It makes games that you wouldn't find interesting a little more interesting when you got some action in the game. Download the app today. Use my promo code ALAMO, ALAMO. You'll score $100 in bonus entries when you play just your first $5. That's promo code ALAMO. Underdog. Make picks, win money. Must be 18 plus and present in Texas. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star and AARP Texas are sending Cowboy fans to Jerry World to see America's team play all season long. How do you get in on the action? Head to sasportstar.com now and register to win. sasportstar.com. Live it up with the boys in the Big D from AARP Texas and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI agent can be set up in minutes to answer calls and questions 24/7, so you never miss a customer lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
Progressive knows there are some surprisingly expensive things in life, like frames. Because you found a classic 70s concert poster. But when you went to get it framed, you realized the frame will cost about 4 times the amount of the poster. Which is actually absurd because no one will be looking at the frame, and if they are, then you severely overestimated how cool this poster is. But then you remember by switching your home and auto to Progressive, you could save hundreds and put it towards a classic 70s concert poster in an absurdly overpriced frame. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/radio to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/radio. That's hims.com/radio. HIMS.com/RADIO.
Buyers Barricades is proud to provide traffic control, rental, and sales for work zones and events in the San Antonio area and beyond. Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. Learn more online at buyersbarricades.com. That's buyersbarricades.com.
Hello, my name is Jason Thompson. I'm an attorney here in San Antonio, and since 1994, I've been representing people and families seriously injured by negligent drivers. I think everyone knows that driving while using a cell phone, texting, posting videos is dangerous. Study after study shows that use of a cell phone like this is the same or worse than driving under the influence. Yet, many people insist on using their cell phones while driving. I've had many cases where my client was injured by one of these people because they chose to use their cell phone. Who are these people? You and I have both seen them, probably today. Men, women, old, young, minivan drivers, truck drivers, 18-wheeler drivers. I know this. The same person that chooses to use their cell phone while driving is the same person who will lie about it later just to avoid taking responsibility. If you choose to use a cell phone while driving and hurt someone, you'd better hope they don't call me. If you or a family member has been injured in a vehicle collision, call me. Jason Thompson, 210-900-0400. That's 210-900-0400.
You're listening to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Rudy says, if you're worried about your job because Prop A and B doesn't pass, find another job.
Wow.
No.
Wow. Wow.
Wow. It's not that I'd be worried about my job per se. It's that I'd be worried about, like, the
future of my city.
How fun the show is going to be and how fun the city is going to be as a sports town. Like, how much interest will there be in sports if there's no pro sports team here?
If you haven't seen it, San Antonio fought a little bit of an uphill battle because their mayor, our mayor, isn't 100% on board, has kind of tried to skirt the difference on both sides. Go listen to a video or watch a video of the Oklahoma City mayor talk about the importance of the stadium. And keep in mind that the deal that the Thunder made with the city of Oklahoma is far worse.
Oh,
the city of Oklahoma City,
people paid for it.
Yeah, they're building all but like $50 million of this thing. Now, they're not invested in something like Project Marvel, but if you look at what the citizens have taken on, they took on a sales tax. Everybody there. It's not like we're taxing others that come in. It was, we will pay for it. And it passed with like 60% of the vote because Oklahoma City knows what it's like to be a flyover town. They've only very recently gotten an NBA team, and they know we can't survive just because they like to play softball in Edmond. Just because that's not enough to make our city truly one of the others. And he gets it far more than our mayor did, unfortunately. And that bully pulpit, we lost some of that. But judging by turnout, it looks like things might be all right. Go vote.
Go vote. And I saw somebody say that the mayor, Madam Mayor, did vote yes on Prop A and B. So after...
Did she say that?
Yeah, after much consternation.
I thought she told us there's still time.
Well, apparently she thought after all her research was done...
Spurs Jesus.
I want what you want, Spurs Jesus.
Spurs Jesus met her on the road to Galilee and converted her.
Spurs Jesus, I've had a long conversation with him, and... I just want Spurs Jesus and Super Spurs Luchador and the Spur Super Spur Dog. I want us all to be on the same page here.
That optic of her talking to Spurs Jesus be one of the best of all time.
Yeah.
Spurs Jesus, I want what you want.
Rin says KSAT used to be the official news channel of the Spurs. Now it seems they're anti-Spurs Marvel.
I wouldn't go that far.
Okay. There's a lot of voices there. I don't think they've planted a flag on one side or the other.
I think they, much like us, understand the economic value of the Spurs being here.
But there's good and bad people on both sides. Both sides have them. Both sides.
And there needs to be the healthy debate, and I think we've had it. And I do think that at the end of that debate, I came out on the side of pro A and B.
Yeah. And listen, man, I mean, I'm fortunate that a lot of my research gets to be done here on the air. We get to talk. I get to hear it straight from the horse's mouth on a lot of these things. Makes my decisions a lot easier.
Well, and everybody in this city that you respect, that has played, is a true stakeholder in the future of our city, everyone that I value, from Henry Cisneros, who is the godfather of our city, down to city council people, down to business leaders, down to people that have a stakeholder that truly want the best for our city. All of them have come in pro A and B, every one of them. Now, you got your outliers that are always going to be anti, that make news for this, and there's council people that fall on this that are going to be anti, but they're going to be anti-everything, just because that's easy to get press. But those that have an intent to stay, that have invested in the ground that we walk on, that have blood on the streets, that have done this, everybody has been pro. Not one has come out and said, this is a bad idea.
After much consideration, Prop A and B seem to be our best approach. That's the Godfather's.
Even the Godfather's in.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. Hopefully tomorrow we'll be celebrating the start of this thing and not having to work, because the reality is, if it doesn't pass tonight, it's not like it's dead in the water.
It's not dead,
but it's an uphill climb.
We're going to have to go MacGyver. The clock's ticking, and we're going to have to rig something up that we haven't figured out how to do yet.
Also, it's, if it doesn't pass, that opens the door to.
Here come the vultures.
Yeah, that opens the door to other cities coming and saying, "Oh, they don't want to do that for you." Oh, well, guess
what? How about
what?
You don't have to pay nothing.
Yeah, we'll build you a whole. It's on our dime. Come on. Yeah, that's and that's going to be appealing, no doubt.
So we'll see. Go vote. Go vote. Don't wear your pro or anti gear. They won't let you in.
Jay says, "What's Plan B?" He says, "I don't have a good feeling about today. What is Plan B?"
Plan B is you go back to the drawing board and figure out how you can convince those that voted no to vote yes. What exactly was the sticking point, and fix that. We know what the finances are. It's not going to change. Plan B is a lesser, and the Spurs aren't going to do lesser. Plan B is, how do we figure out to do exactly what we want to do and get the voters to vote for it? Because what are we going to do? Carve away some of this? This is the plan. This is what we want. And this is, more importantly, is if we're going to do it this way, and if we are going to invest, and keep in mind the last time we did this, we paid off the Alamo Dome in 18 months. Before they even played a damn game, it was paid off. So if we're going to do this, we should do it all, because we know it works. There is no Plan B. They can tell you can hope for it. There ain't no Plan B. The Plan B is, how do we figure out to get those 10,000 people that voted the other way to vote yes? Because the Marvel thing ain't going to change.
Vic shows up. Vic just walked to the door and starts giving me the break sign.
Yeah, we got to go.
Like, you were. I would have gone to break 3 minutes ago. You've been gone. I don't know where you've been.
You know where I was.
Yeah, he's like, oh, guys, we're late for break. We're late for break. What if I would have gone to break 5 minutes ago? What would happen?
It'd have been quiet. It'd have been quiet.
It'd been quiet, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, I want to get into some NFL talk on the other side. It is the Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Times seem to have changed in a lot of ways, but one thing has remained consistent down here in Central and South Texas, and that's Ewald Kubota. You walk in with a strong offer. The one thing I love about doing business with them that's been around for a long time is they understand that the deal is only the beginning of the procedure of the deal. They can come to the money agreement as only the beginning of the relationship. And when you're going to Ewald Kubota, first of all, you're buying a piece of equipment that's going to last a good long time. The relationship with Ewald is going to be ongoing, and John knows that. So no reasonable offer is ever refused, and they always make sure to make the offers available to you. Right now, 0% financing available on a lot of equipment. If you're looking for quick and easy access to the things on your property, brand new ATV for hunting season, man, oh man, do they have great deals on the very best that you can buy. It's hay season. If you're cutting up hay and you need to go get yourself a new cutter or a baler, they got great financing on that, 24 to 48 hours or 48 months, and they're going to double your warranty on the balers and the cutters for your hay. So not only are you getting the best equipment, but you're getting long-term support behind that. The thing about Ewald Kubota, you'll find their tractors and their equipment on a variety of farms and ranches and work sites. And you know why? Because whether you buy from them or you rent from them, the tools, the services in-house, and they're ready to take care of you. If you need something fast, they'll deliver it to you. If you need the part, they're going to bring it out to you. That's what Ewald Kubota does. Give them a call. Go buy any of their Ewald Kubotas, and you know what I'm talking about. And I'm talking about from the Texas coast to the hill country of Texas, Ewald Kubota. Well, they are absolutely your Kubota dealer.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. As you head into your commute, still very heavy on the northeast side on 35 southbound. FM 1518 on down to Evans, over 90 minutes travel time. This is due to road work, so alternating lanes are closed. That has you stop and go from Schwab Road. Alternates are overloaded as well, but you can try FM 482 or Nacogdoches or FM 1103. But again, very heavy. 1604 northbound Calabria to Houseman, about a 15-minute ride, and about 10 minutes I-10 eastbound Bernie Stage Road over to Medical. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Taco Bell.
The slow-roasted Cantina chicken menu is here to stay, with ingredients like purple cabbage and freshly prepared pico de gallo. Try it today at a participating U.S. Taco Bell location while supplies last. Contact store for participation, which varies.
This episode is brought to you by Prize Picks. You know, I make decisions every day, but the easiest ones I've been making for the last several weeks are Dak Prescott. The more Dak is riding the wave, and I've been with him on Prize Picks, and being right can get you paid, especially when you're doing it on the weekly. Prize Picks has everything you need to have some fun on all your favorite games. If you like winning, you like to know what you're doing, Prize Picks is your answer, because you can do the research and you can go out and win, and it's so simple to play. Just pick more or less on at least 2 players, and you can get up to 2,000x on your money if you pick right. Now, they offer stacks is what I love, and you can pick the same player in up to 3 different venues and play them in the same lineup, and you can only find this at Prize Picks. That's why I go there every day. You want to know another reason? Alamo. Remember the code Alamo, and you get $50 in lineups if you play your first $5 lineup. That's Alamo. You get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 in lineups. Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
It's a little quiet on the border these days. Illegal border crossings at an all-time low because Donald Trump and Senator John Cornyn have been fighting side by side to seal the border. Cornyn has led the charge in the Senate, funding more agents, more technology, and more miles of secure border wall, beating back Biden's border failures, taking the fight directly to the cartels. Cornyn stands with President Trump, voting with him 99% of the time, supporting Trump's nominees, confirming conservative judges who defend our Constitution, and together, Trump and Cornyn put America first. They've worked to keep our families safe and our border defended. Yep, it's quieter on the border now because real leadership gets results. Call and thank Senator John Cornyn, 713-572-3337, and tell him to keep delivering Trump's agenda. Paid for by Lone Star Freedom Project, LoneStarFreedomProject.com.
Energy slipping away, losing your edge? Could be low testosterone. Take action. Synergenics and Low T Center offer a quick free T test. Get pharmaceutical-grade testosterone, never compounded, personalized for you. Most insurance covers it. The best you is waiting at TRTMVP.com.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jason Garrett with Arasti. If you're tired of pain slowing you down from a recent injury or something that's been nagging you for years, we can help. At Arasti, we've earned the trust of over 8,000 physicians by delivering fast, lasting pain relief without painkillers or surgery. Our hands-on approach targets the root cause of pain, and most patients see results in just one visit. No referral needed, and it's covered by most insurance plans. So don't wait. Visit Arasti.com. That's AIRROSTI.com. Arasti. We fix pain fast.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up on The Blitz, we react to that Monday night football game, Cowboys and Cardinals.
Plus, it's trade deadline day. Jerry said the Cowboys were going to be active. We'll have all the reaction to the Cowboys' moves.
You believe Jerry?
He said it. I know. I mean, it's not sources.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
I'm going to need you to really explore the space, AJ. Really fill the space. Ready? Tune it up.
Oh, yes. Home isn't pretty, huh?
Need some cowbell.
Yeah.
Bring it.
A lot of people. Plan B is Las Vegas. Plan B is Austin. Plan B is San Marcos, halfway to Austin. Plan B, put it on the on county land by the Rock. Build it in Bernie.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Where's the burnt bean?
Seguin.
Let's go to
put it in
Seguin.
there.
Build it
Put
in the
it- put
town
it there.
square. That's right. Right downtown
Put it there.
Seguin. That'll be nice.
Seguin.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know what Plan B is going to be, but
There is no plan B. You can't act like there is. There ain't.
well, but you can understand that there's a possibility that the Spurs have a Plan B.
But
Like
yeah.
you're saying, what's Plan B for
For
us?
the city.
But
No, the
like,
Spurs got a plan B.
Spurs certainly have a Plan
And a
B.
C and a D and an
Yeah.
E, and every one of them means making more money and taking more money from somebody else.
And B. Hannon brings up, it happened to the Chargers. Fans didn't want to pay for a new stadium, and now you don't have the Chargers.
Look at the entire city of Oakland over the last 5 years.
Yeah.
They lost everything. They
Everything.
lost the A's. They lost the Warriors. They
The
lost the Raiders.
Raiders, yeah.
And they are now, they're Oakland. And
Yeah.
everything that means.
And I got news. It ain't a new franchise coming to Oakland anytime soon.
Think about St. Louis. St. Louis lost their football team, and they will never get another one.
No.
Ever. And they got enough population. They're certainly big enough to have an NFL team, and it's never coming back.
Yeah.
Ever.
I mean, Houston got really lucky to get theirs back.
Truly.
And a lot of that was they didn't want to pay for a new stadium. And then what they do eventually, paid for a new stadium anyway. It's because it's real easy to say, oh, they're not going to have us over a barrel until they actually do.
Ask Seattle.
Yeah, it is not a fun thing, man.
It's a miserable
And what
thing.
Seattle do? What they do right after the Sonics left? Start building a new building.
Oh, crap. Oh, no. And we're 20 years in?
Yeah, yep.
You know, we're 20 years away, and they still don't have another one.
Yep. But they've got a big, shiny building. They've got a big, shiny building.
That the ladies can play in.
All right, Rob. We looks like we've got a guest on the
excited about
line
this.
here. Yeah. Expensive Basketball is the book. Let's go to the Buyer's Barricade guest line and bring on Shay Serrano. Good morning, good sir.
What's going on, my boys?
Hey, Shay, this is one of your local calls, man. You're not calling around the country. You at home today?
I was excited to see a 210 number pop up on my phone for the first time. It was fantastic.
Yeah, we're glad to have you, brother.
I'm playing a home game right now.
Yeah, you are playing the homer. For those of you who don't know, you've become a kind of a sports writer bon vivant. You get to write the fun stuff and do the office stuff and write the really cool stories in our sports universe. And your new book, Expensive Basketball, really kind of hits a note that I think a lot of San Antonians feel. And I loved the read of your book and the way you talked about Kobe Bryant. And so before we go any further, I wanted you to explain to me, I don't get the title, especially as we're trying to build this $1 billion stadium. Expensive Basketball. It does kind of play into a lot of different things. But where did the name come from?
The name comes from, I just wanted something that felt important, right? The book essentially is about basketball things that feel important, that feel meaningful, that make you feel something. And the word expensive just seemed to fit that, because it's a thing that people you don't have to have it explained to you to understand it, right? And the hypothetical that I propose in the introduction is, were somebody to show you a video of Ray Allen shooting a jump shot and a video of Joakim Noah shooting a jump shot, and then they just asked you, which of these is more expensive? You wouldn't know why you know the answer to that question, but you would know it's the Ray Allen video for some reason. I don't know. There's something tells me that that's what it is. It's like this intuitive thing, this implicit thing, that when you're watching a basketball game and you see Tim Duncan in the post, well, that feels expensive. That feels important and meaningful. You know what I mean? It just is like a thing that happens inside of you. And so I wanted a title that represented that, a book that represented that. Now here we are.
Shay Serrano here, our guest. Expensive Basketball is his new book. I'd be remiss if we didn't ask you, we'll get back to the book, what your thoughts are on this project, Marvel. If you think that the city would be making, what kind of a mistake would they be making if they didn't do this, and would San Antonio ever recover as not just as a basketball city, but as a pro sports market?
Oh man, I'm a big old chicken, let me tell you. And as soon as as soon as they started even having Spurs games at all in Austin, I was like, I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like what's happening now. And so when like the sort of implicit threat that got dangled of the we need a new arena, the Spurs, there's a chance they could leave if there's no like nobody has ever come out outright and just said that. But just the fact that it's in the air, I'm like, I'm nervous. Take all of my money and build the stadium, please. Don't let me lose my Spurs.
And Shay, they don't have to take any of your money. That's just it. We're taking other people's money. We're taxing foreigners that live abroad, so that you don't have to do anything other than just go vote for those, and you don't have to worry about anything coming across and having to pay for anything. Now, your fandom with basketball is a lot like a lot of San Antonians, and I love the way you talked about Kobe Bryant in the book, because much like you, Kobe was an enemy of mine for most of my basketball fandom. I didn't like Kobe. I didn't care about Kobe. But when it came to the end of Kobe's career, especially a very specific game where he went and got it, that was probably the most expensive moment, using your terminology, and for me as far as Kobe, because I never appreciated him till the end. I hated him.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. The player that I hated the most of any basketball player, because he was the player I was the most afraid of. It felt like he was always sticking the knife in the Spurs, always, for like the entirety of his career. And yeah, so this thing happens where the end of his career rolls around and you're watching this final game. And it was literally the first time that I felt myself rooting for Kobe Bryant, was when he got hot against Utah in this otherwise meaningless game where he's scoring 60 points and shooting 50 shots and doing all this ridiculous stuff. And it was like, oh my God, is this what Kobe fans have been feeling their whole lives? Like, this is an incredible feeling, right? It's very exciting. But yeah, the thing happens. Like a similar thing for me happened with Shaq when he retired, and I found myself defending Shaq in his like post-playing career. People are like, Shaq couldn't play in the NBA today. Are you kidding me? The guy that I watched, the most dominant player ever, couldn't play into the, like, you start defending the guys who you hated. Dirk, I hated Dirk, but I defend him now afterwards. And, you know, when Kobe's career was over, I was like, you realize these are the guys that you went to war against, and you realize even the worst like wounds heal into cool battle scars. And like, that's the guy that you stood across from, or you watched your player stand across from. The color of the relationship changes when they're no longer like a full-on threat.
One of the things you touch on in your book is close to me, because I am, like, Rob's a basketball purist. He's a basketball fan. I think you are as well. But you talk about sports betting and how it has come into the game in a way that you don't particularly love. My argument would be, I don't know that I would watch basketball if I couldn't bet on basketball. So, like, I really do think there is I think there's arguments for and against it. Like, if you want your sport to be like pure and what you love, then you probably don't want it. But if you ever want your sport to grow, I think the way that, like, what fantasy football's done for the NFL, I think it's certainly a part of the equation. What's your general thoughts on how wagering has come into your game?
I feel like this is my personal opinion, because I've never been a gambling guy, right? So it doesn't appeal to me at all in that sense. And I'm perfectly happy to watch a basketball game without having bet on it. But I feel like, just because of my age, I'm 44 years old, I feel like if you're gambling on a sport, it's only cool if you're doing it with like a guy in a trench coat in an alley and he's like flipping a coin and telling you something like that's what if you're going to gamble on sports, do it in a cool way, not on your cell phone with like a parlay. Like I want like a seedy underground character trying to get me to gamble. I don't want Jason Tatum trying to sell me parlays. You know what I mean? Like that's how I think it should be. That's what happened
to Chauncey Billups, man. Don't go that way.
Exactly.
Don't do that. Shea Serrano, I want to tell everybody, this is Shea Serrano. He's San Antonio's own. You went to Southwest High School. You're a teacher here in San Antonio, and you made the jump to, I don't know, what would you call yourself? Are you a journalist, a humorist, a writer? How do you define who you are now?
I think I just go with writer. I also was a teacher in Houston. I taught there for 9 years. But yeah, grew up here in San Antonio. We moved back here in 2018, and yeah, I'm a writer. I just write about stuff that I care about, and from a very fortunate position right now. But that's what it is, a writer.
And you've also written the preeminent book on The Office. If there's it is the piece de resistance for all of us Office fans. You have the book that goes along with it. Your basketball and other things are just phenomenal books. If you're a sports fan, you've got them all on the shelves. And the newest one, Expensive Basketball, hitting now. You can get it at Barnes & Noble?
You can get it, yeah. Anywhere you buy books, it's there.
So this seems to be a book about the emotions of basketball fan. And one of the things that one of my most controversial things in my lore is that I quit a basketball team. Like I quit loving a basketball team. I grew up a huge Rockets fan. And I was a Rockets fan from, I grew up in the area, and you fall in love with it. I was Hakeem and Clyde. I saw them win. I saw I even loved like Yao Ming and Tracy McGrady. I loved these teams.
Yeah.
And then James Harden came around, and he killed. Even though there was team success, he killed my joy. Like I did not like watching the Rockets anymore. And because Rocket fan was so obsessed with this guy, it made my emotions were, I don't want anything to do with this team anymore. And now even with him gone, I don't have any emotional attachment to the Rockets anymore. Do you think that's an absurd take that a player can kill your love for a team?
I don't think that's an absurd take at all. I think it's hilarious that you suffered through some really abysmal seasons, and then you saw James Harden and Dwight Howard on your team, and you're like, I've had enough.
Enough of this. I'd rather not go to the Western Conference Finals and enjoy watching the team than to put this out there to these dudes that I hate watching. It was so miserable for me from an emotional standpoint. And it seems like that's what your book is really kind of hitting at the heart at, is the emotions of basketball.
Yeah, I think that's exactly right. James Harden is such an interesting basketball figure to think about, to like consider within the scope of the game, because he shows up and he like, if you're talking about the way basketball has been optimized from a team building standpoint, that's why they count and measure every single thing. They're trying to like score as efficiently as possible. Right. And then James Harden shows up, and he's sort of like the human version of that. He's the guy who figures out, like I can just sort of do this and score a bunch of points. Right. But he seems to never do it when it really matters. And he seems to never do it in a way that is like,
there's no substance.
Poetically enjoyable. You know
Absolutely.
what I mean? And saying he doesn't do it when it matters, that seems like an unfair dig. But while I was researching for the book, one of the like most sort of mind-blowing stats that I came across is that over the course of his career, he has only hit one like shot in the like a game-winning shot in the playoffs, or the fourth quarter, final seconds of a playoff game, to give his team the lead. He's like 1 for 147 or something goofy like that. And it's like, oh my God, like this is a real actual thing. But yeah, that's another player who, as he was like rising to prominence, I was like, I'm anti James Harden. I do not like James Harden. And now that we're approaching the end of his career, I feel myself like when you watched a bad movie and then you revisit it later and you're like, you're sort of talking yourself into it, like maybe Gangster Squad wasn't that bad. You know what I mean? Like,
oh man, I refuse to go back and rewatch. Like the dude's dead to me. He's dead.
It's interesting how you define Harden, and I think you're absolutely right. And using those same kind of metrics in the modern NBA, is there still expensive basketball? There's expensive players, but do we have expensive basketball now?
Yeah, of course. I mean, all that it's a synonym for like a thing that makes you feel something.
Okay.
So like when we were watching the first game of the season, and Wemby does what Wemby did, I was feeling a great amount of emotions. You know, we had over the course of like the first week of the season, we had Wemby going crazy. We had multiple double overtime games. We had SGA putting up a 50 ball. We had Giannis looking around the Eastern Conference and realizing, oh my God, I can go to the finals again if I like get getting my stuff together, I can go to the finals. Like all of these really interesting, expensive sort of feeling things were happening already at the start of this season. It just feels like an important basketball season right now. And so, yeah, there's plenty of expensive basketball that's being played.
We talked about the emotions, like what's going on with Milwaukee and Indiana last night, where Miles Turner, who was, kind of like the heart and soul of that franchise for a long time, shows up after basically he wasn't even offered by the Pacers. He ends up going to Milwaukee, and the Indiana fans boo him like he demanded a trade. And it is wild, like the how emotional fans will get, even like when it's misguided or misplaced emotion. It is still just such an emotional thing.
Yeah, I couldn't believe, of all of the places you let this guy go, to Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Like, you remember there was like this thing all of those years where the Spurs were like, we're never trading anybody to Los Angeles. Like, that's just never going to happen. Like, what are you doing, Indiana? You let your guy go to the rival, to the team that's going to beat you now? Crazy.
And made them better. I'll tell you, as you're heading around, the holiday season's just around the corner, and I know you're going to probably go to pick up the brand new book, Expensive Basketball, but while you're in the section that is probably marked the Serrano section, you'd be crazy if you didn't pick up the Rap Year book that came out. How long ago did that come out? How long ago did you put that?
10 years ago.
10
That's
years
my
ago.
first real book.
Still considered the preeminent work on rap music. It's the #1 rap song from 79 till now. Still considered one of the best books ever written on it. And that was his first book. If you don't have basketball and other things, you're not a true sports fan. Go pick them all up for friends and family. They are all worth the read.
Yeah, buddy. Do it. Sell those books, baby.
There you go. That is San Antonio's own Shea Serrano. Hey, man, we appreciate the time and good luck with this new book. Looking forward to digging more into it, and thank you for making time for the local guys here.
Orale.
I appreciate have me back on. Go Spurs, go.
We got
All
your
right,
number
brother.
now.
There you go. Go Spurs, go. That is Shea Serrano. His new book, Expensive Basketball, available everywhere.
Go get it.
Yeah.
Thanks, Trey. We appreciate you.
Yeah, good times, man. Good times. All right. I was going to do NFL there, and I totally forgot that he was at 8:30 today.
Yeah, we kind of ran up on us.
I didn't give a proper tease. I didn't have it notated on my paperwork.
I'm kind of proud to get this. He is truly a San Antonio boy, done good.
Yeah,
gone out
no
and
doubt.
done great things, and it has a genuine effect on our society. He's been active on social media. He's done a lot of good things. Good guy.
Oh yeah, and he has got Texas culture. I mean, he is San Antonio, Houston the same way, man. There's a lot of love for that dude, and he cares a lot about the community that he is in as well. So good times having Shea Serrano on the show. If you haven't, go check out his book and other books. He's got plenty of them. I haven't read the hip hop one, but yeah, he is he's now basically full-time author.
Mm-hmm.
Like he said, this is his go-to. When he was writing for Grantland, he was doing great thing. I love that website, Grantland. There was so much good stuff going there. I understand why it didn't work.
It's too highbrow.
Yeah, but I did love a lot of what they were putting out. Most of it was stuff that I couldn't even use on the radio.
No, it was
unfortunately, but it was just for my personal reading pleasure. I enjoyed it. But he did great stuff there as well. So very cool being able to have him on and promote the new book.
Go get the book.
Yeah,
go get it.
Go check it out. All right, we've got 1 hour left in our
It
program.
went fast,
Rob.
and I guess sadness. The sadness. I thought it'd be a slow day because of the sadness that I woke up with, but it hadn't been bad.
Well, hopefully tomorrow's a happy day, a joyous occasion, right?
Well, yeah, there's other important things going on in the world.
More important than a Cowboys win.
Yeah, I mean, the Cowboys always are going to suck, so just embrace it.
You know what? What might happen? Here's Plan B. I've got Plan B.
All right.
If this doesn't work out, if Prop A and B don't pass,
Okay.
and the Spurs leave,
They go to Buffalo?
no. But I think what I could see happening is if the Cowboys keep losing, when they want a new building,
hey,
North Texas will just say, we're not building you another building.
Jerry.
And maybe Jerry will come play in the Alamo Dome.
Aha!
And we'll just tell him that our river's the Rio Grande, and you'll be on our good side.
Oh,
yeah.
Tell him it's clean.
Yeah, it's clean.
Oh, yes.
Come on, Jerry.
This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
6 for 6, and the Aggies have the lead.
Your home for Aggies football. KTFM Floresville.
This report is sponsored by eBay. Swapping out your tires? There's nothing like it. With eBay, you find the feel you're looking for, from smooth highway rides to grip for rough terrain. Get all the tires you need at the prices you'll love. eBay. Things people love.
Stay warm and save money this winter with a heater tune-up from Right Home Services. Their expert techs make sure your system runs efficiently and safely. Call 210-444-0000 or visit righthomeservices.com. Get it done right.
The right stuff. Sports fans, listen up. 1 in 8 men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer, and bladder leaks can be a side effect. That's why Depend is teaming up with the Prostate Cancer Foundation to encourage screening, because health is a long game and it's yours to win. Now, here's the cool part. Through November, Depend is contributing up to $300,000 to prostate cancer research by donating 25 cents for every purchase of Depend shields, guards, and Real Fit products. Void in Mississippi? Learn more at depend.com.
For a limited time, receive a free reverse osmosis drinking station when you buy a Connecticut water softener. A free drinking water system installed at your kitchen sink with the cleanest, best tasting water you've ever had. Better for your coffee maker, better for cooking, better for everything. Free with the purchase of a Connecticut water softener, but only for a limited time.
Trust me, Connecticut water systems are the best of the best. I personally have one in my home. All those other water softener systems out there are junk in comparison. Connecticut uses less water and runs on kinetic energy.
And is the last water softener you'll ever own. Right now, receive a free reverse osmosis drinking water station when you buy a Connecticut water softener. This is a limited time offer, so don't wait. Call us at 656-PURE.
Check them out at ConnecticutSA.com and tell them Dave Ramsey sent you.
The last water softener you'll ever own. Call 656-PURE. Connecticut.
If you're 55 or older and into that whole saving money thing, T-Mobile has an exclusive phone and internet bundle just for you. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet for just $30 each per month with autopay, plus taxes and fees. And with 5G home internet, setup is easy with just 1 cord and no technician needed, which is great if you're also into that whole keeping it simple thing. Switch now and experience the best mobile network in the U.S. Visit your local store to start saving. T-Mobile, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla of speed test intelligence data Q4 2024 to Q1 2025. Ookla trademarks used under license. Unlimited on our network. Customers on voice plan may notice speeds lower than other customers and further reduction if using more than 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video streams and SD on this plan. Home internet pricing after $20 and monthly bill credit plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. See 5G device coverage and access details at T-Mobile.com.
Been in a car wreck? Not sure what happens next? Thomas J. Henry knows, because Thomas J. Henry is one of the largest personal injury law firms in Texas. You deserve to get compensated for your injuries. You deserve a law firm that can take your case all the way to trial. You deserve justice. So don't settle for less than you deserve. Get Thomas J. Henry on your side. Visit thomasjhenrylaw.com. Thomas J. Henry, the name you know, the firm you trust. Principal Office, San Antonio.
Have pain? Have chronic pain, low back pain, knee pain, neck pain, or shoulder pain? I can help. I'm Dr. Torres at the Institute for Functional Health, and we get to the root of your pain. We don't just give pain medications. We do the proper investigation to see what is the root cause, and it's covered by your insurance. Reduce your medication, avoid surgery, and get rid of pain for good. Call for your free evaluation. I'm Dr. Torres at the Institute for Functional Health, where we get to the root cause of your problem. 210-468-1891.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI agent can be set up in minutes to answer calls and questions 24/7, so you never miss a customer, lead, or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/radio to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/radio. That's hims.com/radio. HIMS.com/RADIO.
The NBA is here, guys. Fast breaks, buzzer beaters, block parties, it's all back. And it's all back with Underdog, the best place to get in on the action. Make your picks now. It's so simple at Underdog. You pick whether your favorite players will go higher or lower on their stats. Points, rebounds, steals, plenty more. The thing to do so far, Victor Wembanyama, my goodness, been maybe the MVP so far this season. I've been going higher on points plus rebounds. It's been money in the bank. Guys, you get those picks right, you could win up to 5,000 times your cash. Download the app today. Use promo code ALAMO to score $100 in bonus entries when you play your first $5. That's promo code ALAMO, ALAMO. Underdog. Make picks, win money. Must be 18 or older and present in Texas. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. As you head into your commute, still very heavy on the northeast side on 35 southbound. FM 1518 on down to Evans, over 90 minutes travel time. This is due to road work, so alternating lanes are closed. That has you stop and go from Schwab Road. Alternates are overloaded as well, but you can try FM 482 or Nacogdoches or FM 1103. But again, very heavy. 1604 northbound Calabria to Houseman, about a 15-minute ride, and about 10 minutes I-10 eastbound Bernie Stage Road over to Medical. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio Sports Center.
Well, that didn't go well. The Dallas Cowboys fell to the Arizona Cardinals last night, 27-17. Dak Prescott was 24 of 39, 1 touchdown and 1 interception, 250 total yards in the effort. Bad news for the San Antonio Spurs. As number 2 overall pick Dylan Harper has been diagnosed with a left calf strain, according to MRI results. Word from the Spurs is he will be out indefinitely. In college football, UTSA quarterback Owen McCown was named American Conference Offensive Player of the Week following his record-setting performance over Tulane on Thursday night. He went 31 of 33 for 370 yards and 4 touchdowns. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Sports Center is brought to you by Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. BuyersBarricades.com.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
.902 on the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Tuesday here on the Huddle.
Election Day. Go out, exercise your right.
Yeah, that's right. That is right. We get to see, we'll also get to see some Cam Boozer.
Yeah, I got a little look at him in a pregame, a little exhibition against Tennessee the other night. He's a smart baller.
He is going up against Dalen Swain, who was the best defender that Sean Miller had at Xavier, who came with him to Texas. He is he's a great I think if Boozer's what I understand him to be, sort of that hybrid 4, he's a great defensive matchup for him. Should be a fun test for old Cam Boozer to get things started. I've heard a lot of people say, "Man, this guy's the real deal," and I've heard a lot of people go, "It's not that impressive."
Well, he's not an athlete.
That's what everybody's looking for. They're looking for the guy who's like doing windmill dunks and.
Yeah. I mean, he can do that, but he's not. He doesn't jump out of the gym. He's 6'8", so yeah, he can get up and do stuff, but he doesn't touch the top of the box. He's just the smartest guy on the court.
Yeah,
and the most skilled.
I'll also say Duke. I don't know. I'm not really sure who's going to play in the backcourt for Duke this year. It does seem like they are maybe a little bit shaky back there for the first time in a long time.
I mean, I think they brought back 2 kids, right? 2 off that roster, and one might be playing. Yeah, I wish I could say that it might be a down year, but they just reload.
I wish I could say the Dodgers weren't going to win the World Series.
I don't know if they're a national title contender, but they're certainly as deep as anybody in the country.
Yeah. Well, there's no Cooper Flagg. There's no Con Kneifel. There are some. There's no Haman Malawach.
Which, by the way, did you see? And he's at Phoenix, and he got some late minutes the other night. He's bigger than when he graduated. This dude's going to end up about 7'4" and twice the weight of Wemby. He's a big old guy.
Yeah, I've got no idea what their, especially like I said, with no Tyrese Proctor, no Con Kneifel, what their backcourt's going to look like. But I know they've got some guys in the front court, and my guess is that the guys that John Shire's bringing in there are probably pretty good. Yes. So they'll be just fine. But that's who Texas will get today to open up their season. All right. I did want to go back to football for just a brief moment. We haven't had all we've kind of talked about is the sadness that is the state of the Cowboys, and still no. I still haven't seen an exact update on what the return is. I've seen different reports. I saw a 6. I saw a 4. So I've seen different things. I don't know what the return is for Logan Wilson, but it does appear that the Cowboys, according to several sources, including Adam Schefter, Todd Archer, and more. Now ESPN is saying a 7th-round draft pick.
That sounds about right. I was going to say, if it's another 4th, let's just fire everybody up there. Everybody quit.
I mean, 7th-round draft pick sounds about right.
Yeah, for a linebacker who lost his job.
And your expectation of what difference it's going to make should be about that of a 7th-round draft pick.
Do you think Jerry regrets saying anything about a trade yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I do.
Why on earth would you bring it up and then do this?
Yeah, I think that he, like most people, assumed that the Cowboys, it would be the roller coaster would continue because the Cowboys until last night hadn't won consecutive games or lost consecutive games all season long. So he assumed at a minimum we'll get a tie in this one. But no, they got their ass kicked, and yeah, I think he absolutely wishes he would have said nothing. Because you don't want to pay you didn't want to trade a 7th-round pick for a guy who you've got 2 years left on his deal.
It all feels silly, and at least it's not desperate. He could have gone nuts and done something outlandish and really kind of strapped himself to somebody who might be good today but gone in 2 years. At least he didn't do that. But I think that was just the beginning of what's going to be a very long couple of days. We're talking about pitchforks and and torches outside of the Star. I think that there's going to be a move afoot to somebody's going to have to pay for this, whether it be starters benched, somebody released, fines being leveled, or more appropriately, coaching staff either released or reassigned.
Elsewhere, Dan Quinn came out, and I don't know if he believes this. I think he just felt like he probably had to take the heat. Dan Quinn says he should have removed Jaden Daniels before the drive that ended with Jaden Daniels' injury. We talked about this a little bit yesterday. I don't understand what world we live in now where a drive that starts with 12 and a half minutes left in the game, you've got to say, well, got to pull our starting quarterback. What are we doing?
Yeah, let's not try to get better.
Yeah, maybe figure out why your team isn't scoring points, try to get some momentum for next week, try to figure some things out. And they're like, yeah, game was over. I should have pulled him out of the game. Now, they did say it's an elbow injury, non-throwing elbow, but there's no fracture necessarily. But somebody was like, well, once the drive lasted 5 minutes, you pull him out of the game.
All right.
Well, so like you're telling me when he started the drive at 12 and a half minutes, once there's 7.5 minutes left, even though you're now at the 10-yard line, you say, okay, now's the time. Give us Mariota. What are we talking about? Like, this is football, dude.
We all feel bad,
Yeah,
right?
it sucks,
I'm
man.
sure Dan feels bad too. Yeah, I probably should have pulled him in hindsight, but no, that would have been, if he'd have pulled him, the ramifications of pulling a starting quarterback go far deeper than just that game. You know, it goes deeper to the team. What's your belief in, is he the guy? Are you worried about his capabilities? Is he slowing the team down? Is the team not keeping up with him? All those existential questions that you don't need to deal with. You finish the football game with the guy that started it, whether you win or you lost. The game was over, but at some point, maybe it's about getting better.
Yeah, it's not like Jane Daniels been great all year.
Nobody should. I get the guilt, but I'm not mad at him, and I guarantee you, Jaden Daniels isn't mad that he was playing.
No, dude.
Maybe Jaden's mama is, but other than that, we're creating friction where there doesn't need to be. They got other problems to deal with than that.
Washington also lost Marshawn Latimer to an ACL tear and Luke McCaffrey to a broken collarbone in that game. So 3 season-ending injuries in one game. Marcus Mariota will start. Josh Johnson will be the backup. Sam Hartman is on the practice squad. He'll be likely the emergency quarterback.
Dreamy.
Oh, yes, with that beard. I will say this. Here's what I don't like happening when I'm down 31 points in the fourth quarter. My quarterback scrambling out of the pocket. Like, maybe dump the ball off, get rid of it. Like,
Yeah, maybe that's why we're here.
How about some personal responsibility?
It's your fault, really, Jaden, when we get down to it. You're the guy who was scrambling.
You'd
have just thrown the ball.
You did. Well, it was like on an RPO. He decided, I'm going to keep this bad boy, scrambles out, and yeah.
There you go. It's
All
your
right.
fault.
Quinn said they weren't going to call any plays in which the quarterback might run. And he says, honestly, that's where I missed it. Of course he scrambled. It's Jaden. It's what he's special at. So, of course, he was going to do it. Yeah. So it's not like Dan Quinn said, I think you should run. No, Jaden Daniels said, I'm going to run. This is so funny. Stephen A. Smith, pat Jerry on the shoulder, be like, hey, man, I'm going to head out.
I'm going to go rip you a new one tomorrow. Y'all have a good night.
That's
what he's going to go carbo load. It's going to be a long marathon of me ripping you a new one.
God. After he just comes in and talks about how ass his team is, he goes sits in the box, and then as soon as things go downhill, he's like, "Hey man, I'm gonna
have a good night.
I'm gonna head out here, Jerry. I'm gonna head out." Daniel says NBA coaches pull their stars all the time in those scenarios.
This isn't the NBA.
In the NBA, you've got 82 chances to win football games. The Commanders' season was spiraling. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
If my team, the team that I cheered for and spent my money to go watch, was down 4 scores with 12 and a half minutes to go in the game, and they pulled their starting quarterback, I would be livid.
Oh, yes, I'd be livid. And then, again, the ramifications of pulling your starting quarterback have so many things you don't even think about. Those unintended consequences. You pull Jaden out, and say you got a tight end or a wide receiver who has a bonus at the end of the year if you get X number of catches. Well, and I'm your favorite candidate to catch, but suddenly you're going to pull him because, well, we're losing, and suddenly I don't get a ball. So the rest of the game, I don't get a catch. So I spend the next 3 games furious because now I'm going to lose out on $200,000 because you pulled the starting quarterback and brought in a slap to run the ball down. There's those little things that you don't really think about in game, but coaches have to worry about. General managers have to worry about because players affect others and they affect paychecks.
Yeah. It's just, I mean, it's such revisionist history to say, oh, well, you got to pull them out there. Well, I mean, they were down 21 points a week ago at Kansas City. Did you want him pulled then? Like, at some point, your guys have to get better. And
this is a violent sport, and players get hurt.
It's just part of the deal, man. Last week, the Giants, what they lose to the Eagles? Like, they lost by 20-some points, maybe 38-20.
Scottaboo shouldn't have been playing.
Well, Jackson Dart, like, you going to pull him?
Yeah.
I mean, he's clearly the future at quarterback for the Giants. Should they have pulled it? I didn't hear anybody say, why is Jackson Dart still in the game? No one said that.
Well, unless he gets hurt.
Once he gets hurt.
You should have treated him better.
Once he gets hurt, what are you doing? Yeah, what are you doing? Why is he even out there? It's real easy to say that then. But No, down 4 scores with 12 and a half minutes to go in the game. If you're waving the white flag, you shouldn't be coaching or playing in the NFL.
That, and if you're going to be mad at Washington, there are so many perfectly good reasons to be mad at them for. I mean, the fact that they were down 31 points at that point. I mean, let's look at the real reason that you're angry, and I don't think it has anything to do with your quarterback, because your team let you down. They let the fans down, let his quarterback down. They were terrible. They were terrible.
And that's the other thing. Like, if they had scored on that drive, and which, by the way, they scored the next play. Had they scored and gone for 2 and made it, I don't even think they had to go for 2, but that would have made it a 3-score game with 7.5 minutes left. Would you have pulled your quarterback then?
Thank goodness Chicago or Cincinnati didn't.
Yeah, Cincinnati didn't do it, and look what they did. I mean, they of course, their defense let them down at the end, but scoring 21 points in 7 minutes is not unprecedented. It's just not.
Cowboy fan was expecting it last night. Bo Nix did the same thing. I mean,
it seems
I should have pulled him.
It seems to happen in pretty much every Arizona Cardinals game, except for this one. Usually it's not that big. I do think that if the Commanders had not scored right before halftime, then maybe they approach things differently.
Yeah.
But scoring right before halftime made it seem like, oh, maybe we got a little hope here.
But even that is revisionist. Even that is looking in the rearview mirror and going, but if that. There is no but ifs. They did the right thing and a bad thing happened. And you just can't
Sometimes
change that.
Happens, man. And it sucks. Nobody wanted to see it happen. That's just the break sometimes, man. That's football, for lack of a better term.
Especially if you're a Commanders fan and you like your quarterback, because he's going to get hurt.
Gilbert says, I pull my quarterback if we're winning 44-7 in the last drive of the game. I mean, but if it's first of all, that's a 37-point game that's one more score than a 31-point game. First of all, but if you're down 31-7, what are you? Are you just gonna give up?
Not at the beginning of the fourth. Not until there's again. I don't know why he felt the need to put him in, but obviously it was about getting better. You know, obviously there was some reason to have him out there. You didn't trust your backup, whatever the purpose is. I mean, there was a conscious decision to do this.
What I didn't hear one person say was, why, when Seattle was up 38-14, was Sam Darnold still in the game?
The same
no one said that. And I got news for you. You know who's a lot better than Jaden Daniels right now? Sam frickin' Darnold.
Right.
You know who's got something to play for this year? The Seahawks. You know who doesn't? Washington. Like, so if it's real easy to say, oh, I can't believe, who would do that? Well, Seattle kept their guy out there. No one says anything.
And let's just say we apply that to Seattle. They pull Darnold. He's got a wide receiver that's on track right now for 2,000 yards. And you miss your quarterback, your starting quarterback for a quarter. It's hard to get 2,000 yards. And you end up at 1998. And you go back. Well, remember back in week 8 when you pull the quarterback in the fourth and you needed one more completion? Those kind of things ripple through the season. It doesn't just end when you change the quarterback. There's effects other places.
Daniel, I'm sure fans would rather have a healthy player QB for the rest of the season than take 1 L. Now Washington will probably lose the remainder of their games with their backup and an unhealthy starting quarterback. Well, Daniel, I got news for you. Jaden Daniels was like 2-5 as the starter already.
They were already losing.
They were losing their games with Jaden Daniels. So every time a quarterback gets hurt, do we say, well, I would have rather him not even been in the game. We were going to lose it anyway.
Full ground stop, no quarterbacks play.
Yeah. What are we
halfway
talking
good,
about,
you don't
man? Play. Like every time you get again, why did no one say Sam Darnold should have been taken out of the game? No one said that. It's all, Jaden Daniels, why is he out there? No one's worried about Sam Darnold. Why? He's a better player right now than Jaden Daniels. He's playing on a team that actually needs to win games because they're going to the playoffs, unlike Jaden Daniels, who was 2-6 now as a starter this year. Guys, I mean, it's real easy to get outraged when something bad happens, but like if they had come back, everybody would, oh, it's incredible. Like, would anybody have said, Dan, what went through your mind, leaving your quarterback in there and letting him try to win this game? You say, oh, yeah, well, this is my guy. I believe in him. I think we can do it. Right. It's just nonsense. It's silly. And I feel bad for Dan Quinn having to defend the decision to go try and win a football game. This isn't the NBA. This isn't Major League Baseball. You've got 17 chances to win a game. And if you don't win at least 10 of them, the chances are like your job is in question.
Not for long.
Every single year.
Previous precedent. Daniels also stayed in the final minutes of a lopsided loss in 24. They led to a late touchdown drive, and the team's offense then went on to excel in the following weeks. He had done this before.
Well, protect him. Protect him. We got to protect everybody. Yeah. It's football, dude. Guys get hurt. Sucks for Jaden Daniels. Sucks for the Commanders. But I don't want my team pulling their quarterback while there's still time, like 12 and a half minutes when that drive started. 12 and a half. You tell me, we give up. We played 3 quarters. We lost them. It's over.
We'll play next week.
That's ridiculous. All right. Let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll see what's going on in the world outside of sports. It is the Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from Newstalk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We are working trouble spots at 281 northbound just past Sunset, wrecking the left lane. Also along 281 northbound at Bassey, that stalls up to the right shoulder, and another stall 281 northbound Tacoma, right shoulder block. On I-10 westbound at Crossroads Boulevard, some debris in the roadway. 2 left lanes are blocked. And then this road work continues on 35 southbound, still very heavy, FM 1518 on down to Evans. Road work has alternating lanes closed. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Thomas J. Henry Injury Attorneys, available 24/7.
When it comes to results, the numbers speak for themselves. Thomas J. Henry secured over $1 billion for clients in the past 4 years and successfully represented thousands of injured Texans. Thomas J. Henry, the name you know, the firm you trust. San Antonio, Texas.
No, it's not too soon to start holiday shopping. Ulta Beauty's early Black Friday event is happening now through November 22nd. Shop $10 beauty minis from brands like MAC and Too Faced. Take 30% off Lancome and Touchland fragrances and body mists. With new offers dropping every week, our associates can help you find the perfect gifts. Head into Ulta Beauty today to shop our early Black Friday event. Ulta Beauty. Gifting happens here.
Pork rinds are the crunch time hero of the snack aisle. Low carb, collagen packed, and high in protein, so you can keep the energy high without the guilt. The PorkRinds.com Instagram will make a crunch time donation with each share of the Crunch Time Hero College Football Post, with each share equaling a $1 donation to the Archer Foundation, a nonprofit dedicated to helping families dealing with DIPG-DMG pediatric brain cancer. Share on Instagram today and grab yourself a bag of Southern Recipe pork rinds at HEB.
Harry Douglas here. Look, being a man doesn't mean skipping self-care. Manscaped makes it easy to feel confident, clean, and ready for anything. Whether you're at work, hitting the gym, traveling for business, or heading for a night out. The Lawnmower Trimmer gives you precision, the Beard Hedger keeps your look tight, and their grooming essentials smell incredible. Manscaped's tools are built to perform, helping you stay sharp, smooth, and feeling your best every single day. Because real confidence starts with a clean cut and the right gear. Get all the Manscaped products you need right now at your local Target.
Guys, you can feel your energy slipping away, losing what makes you you. Could be low testosterone. Take action. Synergenics and Low T Center can help reclaim your energy with a quick and simple free T-test. Visit a local Synergenics or Low T Center and receive pharmaceutical-grade testosterone, never compounded like other clinics. Experienced providers increase your testosterone to the level that is right for you. Discovered by most major insurance, affordable self-pay options are available. The best you is waiting. Book your free T-test at trtmvp.com.
The following is a dramatization.
Davis Law Firm, how can I help?
Hi, I got hurt in a wreck, but I don't know if it's really worth getting an attorney.
Don't worry, you called the right place.
I'm Jeff Davis. At Davis Law Firm, we're here for you 24/7, and you don't pay unless we win. We recently secured a jury verdict for $210 million in a wrongful death case. So if you've been hurt, call us at 444-4444.
Davis Law Firm, San Antonio.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With the Capital One Venture X card, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy. Plus, you get premium benefits at a collection of luxury hotels when you book on Capital One Travel. And with Venture X, you get access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. Open up a world of travel possibilities with the Capital One Venture X card. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Lounge access is subject to change. See CapitalOne.com for details.
This is the story of the one. As a custodial supervisor at a high school, he knows that during cold and flu season, germs spread fast. It's why he partners with Grainger to stay fully stocked on the products and supplies he needs, from tissues to disinfectants to floor scrubbers. All so that he can help students, staff, and teachers stay healthy and focused. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, HIMS.com/JOY.
You like saving money, right? We all do. That's why Allstate just lowered the price of car insurance. Not, but wait, there's a catch. Lower. Actually lower. So if you're shopping around or just want to see how much you could save, check Allstate first for a new lower auto rate that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate. Not available in every state. Only applicable for new auto insurance business. Rates will vary by several factors, including how you purchase the policy. Potential savings vary. Allstate North American Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
You're locked on the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
It's showtime!
Laws. We were meant to be. Oh, it's the Morning Huddle. Around this time of day, we like to see what's going on in the world outside of sports. And one of the big stories is a former vice president of the United States of America has died.
Yep.
Maybe the most powerful vice president in the history of the United States of America.
There's probably some pretty good
certainly
arguments
in the discussion.
Once shot a man in the face in Dovely's here in South Texas. Yes, I know the man and I know the guy he shot.
Dick Cheney.
Yeah.
Goes to the big war criminal prison in the sky.
He's also, he ran Halliburton for a lot of years.
Yes.
And, Halliburton, the oil companies like Exxon and the others, they're a facet of our foreign policy. And he played a role in America's politics, good, bad, or indifferent, for a long time.
Yes. Who had the most to benefit from that war? It's hard to argue that it wasn't Dick Cheney.
Same thing you say about Vietnam. Who came out of it? Brown and Root?
So Dick Cheney goes the way of the dinosaur.
I didn't agree with his politics. I didn't agree with a lot of things he did, but he was a great American. He was an American through and through, and a success story all the way through.
Sean Combs, who has been sentenced to 4 years in prison for his prostitution-related convictions, spent Halloween behind bars. It was... He used to turn
one of his theme parties.
He used to have a huge Halloween party every year.
Freak off
with Beyonce and Jay-Z and Usher, and he for dinner on Halloween night he had baked fish, spinach, and coleslaw. I can't imagine eating baked fish at prison.
Prison baked fish.
Oh.
Don't eat the coleslaw. You don't want to know what's in that.
How long has it been sitting out?
Baked prison fish.
How about prison coleslaw?
And you gotta work real hard to make spinach taste good. I don't know.
I'll eat that out
man.
of a can.
Oh,
I love spinach.
Yeah. Well, Breakfast, he got breakfast at 6 a.m., a portion of fruit next to hot oatmeal and a breakfast cake or whole wheat bread and 2 jelly packets.
And a side of sodomy.
Yes, yes.
Can you hold the sodomy for breakfast?
It sits beside a few kosher sugar substitute packets and skim milk. Yeah. Well, by lunchtime, he gets baked fish or the alternative, a scoop of black beans with rice pilaf, dotted with spinach and a heap of coleslaw.
They're eating better than I thought they were, at least the descriptions.
A slice of whole wheat bread sits with tartar sauce. And dinner, you get beef taco salad right after 4 p.m. head count, shredded cheese with salsa and black bean soup, all on the tray. And for those skipping the meat, there's a soy taco salad.
Oh, a soy salad from Rikers.
Accompanied by anonymous beverage.
Oh.
I'd be screwed, man.
Which means some kind of powder.
Some kind of dirty water.
Yeah.
Do you have anything for diabetics? Like, nope.
Here, have some of the sodomy salad we have here for you.
It ain't quite Diddy's Halloween parties, is it? There's less.
You can kind of beat the rap, but you cannot beat.
There's less rape, and
it's not Goodfellas where they got
no, they're not. They're not in the back room cutting lobster
and slicing garlic.
Slicing garlic with a razor blade.
They're
No,
not doing that.
He's getting the prison spinach. And
Diddy might be the only guy who lives in prison where there's less rape at his Halloween parties now.
There's less sex.
There was more rape at his Halloween parties outside of prison.
What was the dude the detonator? Who did he bring in? Who was
they are really sticking it to this Prince Andrew,
He's not
Brits.
Prince Andrew anymore. He's Mr. Mountbatten or whatever the hell his name is.
He is Andrew.
Yes, his name is just Andrew now, and they are forcing him. Oh, now this is terrible. This is terrible. Wow. He has to move to a remote and private estate of King Charles because he can't live around the palace anymore. So no longer will he be allowed to be called Prince. He's lost his perks of title and status. He'll no longer reside at the Royal Lodge on the grounds of Windsor Castle.
Wow.
And he's going to have to go out to Sandringham.
Oh, I was going to say, he's got to live with the help.
Well, it's still on royal land.
Well, no.
It's just not
so this
on the land that is royal, right? It's owned by the family, but it's not royal land.
It is not an official royal residence and not owned by the state. So this is a personal holding of the king.
So he bought that with his money.
Yes.
But that wasn't his money. He bought it with the money that was given to him.
Well,
as prince. But so he can't even live in a royal property.
No. It has been owned by the royal family since 1862. But not owned by the state.
Okay.
So basically, it's set up for situations like this where, you might have a pervert who is involved in some stuff and you got to hide him for a while.
It's not the first time. It's not the first time.
You need a place to hide him.
They've done it before.
Yes. It's the private home of at least of the last 6 British monarchs. Sits amid parkland, gardens, and working farms about 110 miles north of London. It looks very, very shoddy.
I'm sure
I think it's got fewer than 100 rooms even.
Poor guy.
So this is a real punishment. A real punishment.
Well, to lose it, I mean, the humiliation, which is really what we're after here.
Yes.
To lose the title, that's. I mean, that guy's mud. That guy can't leave his house.
Yeah,
he really is. He's mud.
It does say that the problem is there's they're going to be slow to evict him. He's not going to quickly leave the public eye, although he is what's that gal's name? Virginia Giuffre, the girl that came out but she says that the prince, she had sex with him when he was 17, or when she was 17. He's been given notice to leave the Royal Lodge. He signed a 75-year lease in 2003 and has invested a required £7.5 million, which is a little under $10 million, to refurbish the home.
Oh, good.
But he'll have some time to move out. It won't be a rush job. Yeah. The Sandringham house does have just over 100 rooms.
Well, he'll have some room.
So, yeah.
I have
wonder what the Royal LoJack looks like.
I don't really
I think
know.
it has like a crest on it.
You only have 2 bedrooms?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Well, 3.
The
but one's
hunting
a studio.
The hunting lodge has 3 bedrooms.
Oh.
And it's outside the main house.
Oh, so I live outside the main house.
Let me tell you, speaking about the hunting lodge.
I'm guessing the hunting lodge is probably a little bigger than your house.
No, my whole house is your living room size.
I don't know about that.
Or maybe Rob's. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Rob lives in a level of luxury that I can't
the
even
likes of which
discuss.
I can't even describe. You know, speaking of the prince, you can't help but thinking of the Fredo thing that suddenly the prince or former whatever is just kind of dies of a hunting accident.
A very unfortunate.
Found him out in a field. Looks like he
maimed by
aimed
a
wrong.
fox.
He looked down the wrong end of that barrel.
Yeah.
He wasn't good at that.
Remember when we all said leave Brittany alone? Well, might not be a good thing.
What happened now?
She's now deactivated her Instagram account after a number of worrying posts and a public dispute over her ex-husband Kevin Federline's memoir. The profile may have been removed. You're getting that message. A lot of people have expressed concern over Brittany in recent weeks. She's posted living room dancing videos, but opted to turn off comments on posts that had cryptic captions about her kids, who are now 19 and 20, by the way. Wow. A video that she shared to social media on October 7th showed her with bruises on her arms and bandages wrapped around her hands and wrists.
Good grief.
In the caption, she explained that she had fallen downstairs and wrote about her 2 sons traveling back to Hawaii, where they reside with Federline. My boys had to leave and go back to Maui. This is the way I express myself and pray through art. Father who art in heaven, I'm not here for concern or pity. I just want to be a good woman and be better, and I do have wonderful support, so have a brilliant day. And
well, thank you, Brittany.
Yes. She's also talked about the conservatorship and the brain damage that it caused her. And remember, the king tried to kill her, but instead a guy secretly took her wings. But anything from the Father in heaven, the real Father, whom is the one I only claim, who loves unconditionally, anything holy is never forgotten.
Take your meds, darling. You're so imbalanced right now.
Yeah. So, and then there are claims about Spears in Kevin Federline's book about their marriage, their relationship with her sons. They claim about her being a bad parent, allegations of cheating, and an expression of an imminent fear that something bad will happen to her. So
I have that same fear.
Yes. So
this isn't going to end well.
No, I'm guessing it is not going to end well for it's Brittany, bitch.
Poor Brittany.
Oh yeah, poor Brittany. What a tough life she's got. All right, let's take our last break of the day. We'll wrap up the show the way we always do by taking a look at the daily lines. It's the Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Charlie's battery is struggling to start. Not ideal before the tailgate, so he goes to AutoZone,
Welcome to AutoZone.
where a friendly AutoZoner tests his battery for free. Looks like he needs a new one, so he gets a Duralast battery.
Have fun and stay warm.
And he makes it to the tailgate early enough to get his favorite spot. Free battery testing and charging. No hassles, just help.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI agent can be set up in minutes to answer calls and questions 24/7, so you never miss a customer, lead, or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
Football season is in full swing. Jason Minix here from the Blitz on 94.1 at San Antonio Sports Star. It's November. Games matter, and you know they all matter when you're playing on Underdog, and it's certainly more exciting. And playing on Underdog is easy. Best place to get in on all the action. Make your picks and win money right now in Texas. Just go higher or lower on predicted stats. Passing yards, receiving yards. With Dak and a CeeDee Lamb at George Pickens, I'm always looking at the hires there. You can even go with some defensive stats like sacks for a Micah Parsons. Get your picks right. You can win up to 5,000 times your cash. Download the Underdog app today. Sign up with promo code STAR to score $100 in bonus entries when you play your first $5. Promo code STAR at Underdog. Make picks, win money. Must be 18 plus and present in Texas. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit ncpgambling.org.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, it's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch every day from lunch to late night? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
My brother-in-law died suddenly, and now my sister and her kids have to sell their home. That's why I told my husband we could not put off getting life insurance any longer. An agent offered us a 10-year, $500,000 policy for nearly $50 a month. Then we called SelectQuote. SelectQuote found us identical coverage for only $19 a month, a savings of $369 a year.
Whether you need a $500,000 policy or a $5 million policy, SelectQuote could save you more than 50% on term life insurance.
For your free quote, call SelectQuote at 1-800-743-8080. That's 1-800-743-8080. Or go to SelectQuote.com. 1-800-743-8080. That's 1-800-743-8080.
SelectQuote. We shop. You save. Full details on example policies at selectquote.com/commercials.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell definitely not an attorney. This is Chuck. If someone talked you into buying something really silly and you want to get out of that silly little thing, my advice, get the facts. Call me and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit absolutely free. Inside, you'll learn how timeshare works and all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free exit info kit. 800-656-1551. That's 800-656-1551.
Davis Law Firm secures important verdicts and settlements for Texans hurt in a car, truck, or 18-wheeler wreck. Many in the millions of dollars. No case is too big or too small. And remember, there's no fee unless we win. So if you want more, call the Fours. Davis Law Firm San Antonio, 444-4444.
This is the story of the one. As a custodial supervisor at a high school, he knows that during cold and flu season, germs spread fast. It's why he partners with Grainger to stay fully stocked on the products and supplies he needs, from tissues to disinfectants to floor scrubbers. All so that he can help students, staff, and teachers stay healthy and focused. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Have pain? Have chronic pain, low back pain, knee pain, neck pain, or shoulder pain? I can help. I'm Dr. Torres at the Institute for Functional Health, and we get to the root of your pain. We don't just give pain medications. We do the proper investigation to see what is the root cause, and it's covered by your insurance. Reduce your medication, avoid surgery, and get rid of pain for good. Call for your free evaluation. I'm Dr. Torres at the Institute for Functional Health, where we get to the root cause of your problem. 210-468-1891.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star and AARP Texas are sending Cowboy fans to Jerry World to see America's team play all season long. How do you get in on the action? Head to sasportstar.com now and register to win. sasportstar.com. Live it up with the boys in the Big D from AARP Texas and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
This is Jason Minix from the Blitz. You're listening to 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hey now! Woo! Happy Tuesday. No NFL today, but it's college basketball season now. And
Yes, sir. Do we have any MAC action?
we do.
Yep.
Oh, yes, we do. Let's talk about it. Let's take a look at the Daily Lines.
It's the Morning Huddle's look at the daily lines with AJ and Rob on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
That's right. On a Tuesday, we get Maction now.
Yes, sir.
Miami of Ohio. Ohio. Miami of Ohio. Ohio.
Okay.
Miami of Ohio taking on Ohio in Ohio. Ohio, a 2.5-point favorite.
OH.
I-O.
There you go.
M-I. O-H. Miami. Ohio.
Who's favored?
Ohio.
Who's on first? So Miami of Ohio is favored over Ohio.
Ohio's
favored over Miami of
obviously.
Ohio. OMO.
Yes.
Okay.
Miami of Ohio
sorry, I
is
got
the dog
confused.
here. Ohio, the Bobcats.
I mean, that goes without saying.
Miami 2.5-point favorite or 2.5-point dogs at Ohio. Oh my God, I'm confused now. In Maction play tonight. If you want an even worse game, and I don't know, you'd be hard pressed to find a matchup worse.
Low end game.
Than UMass and Akron.
Oh God.
Who I have power rated as two of the bottom 5 teams in the country. Now, this will tell you exactly how bad UMass is. UMass is the worst team in the country, by the way, for those who are unaware, at least in my opinion. I mean, my opinion could be wrong. And you know, it might be.
Well, the numbers don't lie.
UMass playing maybe let's say the 5th worst team in the country.
The Zips?
UMass is a 10-point underdog. So they are double digits to the 5th worst team in the whole country.
The Fighting Akron Zips.
Can you I can't imagine laying double digits with Akron. So I'll be avoiding this game like the GD plague.
I'd like to be one of the 15 people that are at that game tonight.
Yeah, you know what? I bet it's cold in Akron tonight.
I imagine it is.
I don't want to be there. That sounds terrible.
True.
That sounds terrible. In collegiate basketball land, the Purdue Boilermakers, they're taking on the Evansville Aces, the Purple Aces. Purdue minus 35.5. This isn't a football game.
No.
This is a basketball match.
Purdue, odds-on number 1 team coming in the country. 2 All-Americans starting. 35 might be about right.
Yep. Kentucky, the number 9 team in the country, they are 30.5-point favorites hosting Nicholls State.
Boy, these are huge.
They are some big numbers. Country Roads, West Virginia, 19.5-point favorites over Mount St. Mary's. Florida State laying 27.5, hosting Alcorn State. Alcorn, they play like their first 13 games on the road.
All paycheck games.
Oh,
Going to be 0-13,
yeah.
but we're going to have some nice new jerseys.
That's right. Well, no, they won't be nice, and they won't be new, but they'll be jerseys. South Carolina minus 22.5 hosting North Carolina A&T. Texas Tech minus 34.5 hosting Lindenwood.
Lindenwood.
That's right, Lindenwood. Oral Roberts. I call him Oral Bob. They're at Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State laying 20.5. Iowa now with a brand new shiny coach.
That's right. No McCaffrey anymore.
No, they've upgraded to Ben McCollum, who was the coach at Drake for many a year. They are going to be very, very slow. And they are 23-point favorites tonight against Robert Morris. Now, Robert Morris, who was in the tournament last year, they lost their 2 best players to the Big Ten. That's not ideal. But just to put it into perspective, Drake last year, who was very good, they won 30 games.
Yeah, tournament team.
Drake won. If the spread was 23 points in every one of Drake's games last year, Drake would have gone 0-23 against the spread.
Wow.
They do not win games by 23 points because the style of play just doesn't. They win by 15 all the time. So I'm going to be on. I'm going to be on Bobby Moe tonight against Drake. That just feels like too big of a number for a team, at least for a coach who historically doesn't cover those big numbers. Texas catching 10 against Duke in a. They won't say at Duke, because it's in Charlotte. It's at it's at the NBA arena. This is
in a bigger building. It's Duke.
Yeah, this is a very neutral matchup, a neutral setting. But Duke, a 9.5, 10-point favorite, depending on where you find it.
That'll be on TV on ESPN tonight if you're interested to watch. Yeah.
And Oregon hosts Hawaii. Oregon laying 11.5 against Hawaii. Should be a pretty fun game. Stanford, this is one of my favorite bets today. Stanford laying 10, hosting Portland State. Stanford has a coach named Kyle Smith, who he was at Stanford, or he's been at Stanford. He was at Washington State before that, and he's known as like a great game planner, like a guy who has, if you give him some time, he's going to come up with a plan. So in the first game of the season, when he's got lots of time to plan, he historically has blown these bad teams out, usually by 30 to 40 points. So I expect Stanford to put up a pretty good number here tonight against Portland State. We were talking about some of the odds in the NFL markets for offensive player of the year and things like that. And the favorite for MVP today is Josh Allen. Patrick Mahomes plus 350. Drake May plus 425. I can't believe Patrick Mahomes is still the second favorite.
He's sagging.
Matt Stafford plus 550. Remember, I bet Matt Stafford a couple weeks ago 15-1. I'm feeling good.
Did you see the numbers over the last 3 games? He's thrown for like 1,700 yards.
Dude, he keeps on rolling. And now he's playing the corpse of the Niners defense this week. Matt Stafford, you still got plus 550.
Remember,
I think it's the bet to make.
Back in August and September, he couldn't walk. He had to have a spinal tap.
Yep. They thought he wasn't going to be able to start the season.
Crazy.
Dakota Prescott now 80-1. There was a time where he was third in the odds. He's now 80-1. Your offensive rookie of the year, the favorite Jackson Dart minus 130, Emeka Ibuka plus 175, Tyler Warren plus 650. Defensive rookie of the year, Abdul Carter is your favorite at plus 145. Offensive player of the year, Jackson Smith-Njigba, your second favorite at plus 350.
2,000 receiving yards. It'll be hard not to give it to him.
Only to Jonathan Taylor, who
deserves to be in first place right now.
Incredible so far this year. And defensive player of the year, drum roll, please.
I think he plays in Green Bay.
He does. It is Micah Parsons is your favorite, plus 165 to be the defensive player of the year. Myles Garrett, plus 250. Aiden Hutchinson, plus 425. Let me see where if there's any Cowboys on this list.
Well,
here's Dexter Lawrence. Does he still? No, he's not.
Is Logan Wilson on the comeback player?
Logan Wilson, I don't see him.
Kenny Clark?
No.
What about the biggest letdown? Is there like a Trayvon Award?
DeMarcus Lawrence, is he a count?
No, he's gone.
He's 200-1.
How about a team with the most offensive linemen named Tyler? That's one we can win.
The Cowboys are favored in that. They are favored in that market. Yes, that particular
market. At least
now. Coach of the year, Brian Schottenheimer, 120-1.
Honestly, it's Colts coach, right?
Shane Steichen is your favorite at plus 160. Mike Vrabel, second favorite, plus 175. Mike McDonald at 5-1 up in Seattle. Kyle Shanahan, 16-1. Given the hand he's been dealt, he's had a pretty damn good year. Sean Payton, 16-1. And Sean McVay, 25-1. Dave Canales in Carolina, 28-1. That feels like a long ticket considering.
I read a great Canales, that's way down. I read a great piece on Josh McDaniels yesterday on his attempt at being a head coach and how he just couldn't connect with his team. And they thought that
because he's a robot.
Yeah, because he'd had such a great relationship with Brady that they thought it would translate, and that he's evolved, but he was also the classic example of the Peter principle. This guy is such a much better OC. He does pay him like a head coach, but never let him be a head coach.
No,
I mean it really has been a turnaround, and what he's done for Drake May was ridiculous. I wonder what the award is for the best assistant coach.
They do have a best assistant. Yeah,
and I imagine that McDaniel will be right there.
Comeback player of the year. Your favorite, Christian McCaffrey, minus 110. Second favorite, very close, Dakota Prescott, plus 130. Aiden Hutchinson, plus 450. Daniel Jones, plus 750.
Ooh.
And J.J. McCarthy, 25-1.
You know what? Normally this has come back from an injury, right?
Yeah. not just from being
Daniel Jones. Let me
being
tell
bad
you,
at football.
I think Daniel Jones should be the reason this award was made. Like,
Yeah.
you just got a hell of a lot better.
I agree. NBA tonight, Bucks are at the Raptors. Raptors laying 4.5.
Really?
The Sixers are in Chicago. I'm assuming no Giannis tonight.
I guess not.
Chicago minus 1.5 hosting the Sixers.
Look
That's
out
a good
for Chicago.
game, man.
Brzellus is turning into a stud, man.
Here's one I like. Orlando minus 3.5 on the road in Atlanta. I like the Magic. Hornets plus 2.5 at the Pelicans.
Shows you where the Pelicans are.
I do like the Pelicans tonight, though. Warriors laying 11.5 hosting the Suns, and the Oklahoma City Thunder in L.A. taking on the Clippers.
Are they the only undefeated team left?
They are the last of the Mohicans, yeah. The Thunder minus 7.5 on the road in this one against L.A. And in the National Hockey League, the Flyers are at the Canadiens. Montreal minus 160. Carolina minus 115 on the road at the Rangers. The Bruins are in New York taking on the Islanders. Islanders minus 160. The Mammoth, the Utah Mammoth at Buffalo, minus 140 are the Mammoth on the road. Predators are at the Minnesota Wild, Wild minus 205. The Edmonton Oilers in Dallas, Stars are minus 125. Lightning are in Colorado. The Avalanche minus 150. Florida Panthers minus 160 at the once mighty Ducks of Anaheim. VGK, the Golden Knights, minus 190 favorites hosting the Detroit Red Wings, and the LA Kings, minus 130 hosting the Winnipeg Jets. So there you have it. There is your look at the daily lines. That does it for us, friends. The Blitz will come on at 2 o'clock today.
Yep, and go all
That's
the way to
Jason
6.
Minix. That's Joe Reinagel. You may know him from television fame, as seen on TV. Joe Reinagel. They'll do the program starting at 2, and we'll do this program all over again tomorrow.
The Best Assistant Coach Award is just named that, the NFL Assistant Coach of the Year Award.
Okay.
Currently held by Ben Johnson.
Well,
Detroit Lions head coach now.
Yep, got himself a new job off that award. We'll see if well, I don't think Josh McDaniels will do the
I'm
same.
going to nominate Shoddy for Best Offensive Coordinator of the Year next year.
That might,
when he's someplace else.
Oh, that's not very nice. We'll see you tomorrow, everybody.
KTFM Floresville, your home